Trying to find
To
some.
flash you.
Alrighty, welcome people to another evening of D&D. Yay! Now we're live.
Easy.
Oh, we're now live. That's easy. Well, D&D,
I-
Pathfinder, same
I-
difference, you know.
I'm not big on openings or pleasantries.
That's fine. Yeah, it's basically a derivative of Pathfinder, and I've joined the server for Final Fantasy D20 for some time now, for a
Mhm.
couple of months. Real good people over there. The one stubbornly adamant about not making any content from 9 because he hates the art style of 9. And I was like,
How do you hate
but
that?
why
Like,
though?
So is
'Cause
that,
I
is
feel
that
like-
Loki?
No. No, Loki loves 9 to death
No.
and back, man.
I
know,
feel
I'm
like
trying to
9
remember
was
what-
Like,
Oh,
one of the main people who
nice.
work on Final Fantasy D20 hates 9's art style. I'm like,
Really? 9 was
Why?
cool. I
Like,
like
it's the most imaginative
Yeah.
You're talking about 9 the movie?
No, the game.
Final Fantasy 9.
Oh, Final Fantasy 9.
She's never played
Sorry.
it, so she.
Nope. Nope.
It's a
Although
good
I've been
one.
playing
It's
a whole lot of
through it
nope.
on my stream.
It's fun, yeah. But like, that hurt my ears. Let me turn my volume down.
What hurt
I reckon it was like the
yours?
last cartoonish looking Final Fantasy game before they went.
It was the
full-on
last one they
realistic.
went for with a classic style feel to it.
Because
Is how
it's
I would
still
put it.
Like, when you look
was
at the
with the black
characters-
the dark mage, right?
Hmm.
Vivis?
Could you repeat that? BB.
Vivi. That's
He,
right.
he was the Black Mage member.
Yeah,
who's Also,
yeah.
like, they're. It's really
Also-
like the one that went back. That was like the original classic style that they wanted
Yeah.
to go for. One last classic style game before they try something new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
And
that
then,
was
like,
probably
11
the best one.
Yeah, and like then 11 and 14 have these very strong vibes that tie back to that kind of classic style,
Yeah,
and they
do.
try really hard with that. Which, you know, that's, as I say to anyone, because I've in one of my groups I've had this discussion. You know, which Final Fantasy you love is your own.
Hmm.
I agree.
You know, I love a lot of the classics. And by classics, I mean like the originals, like 1 to 6 are my typical favorites.
Oh,
so.
those are awesome. Those are truly
Like,
awesome.
I know it's a mainstream game, but I love 7. It's probably one of my favorites. 'Cause
That's
Seven's
like-
fine,
good.
man.
It's like,
Seven's a
well,
good one.
Cloud is supposed to be like this bruiser character, but you can turn him into the summoner or whatever. Like, you can do any
Yep.
sort of customization in that game. It's amazing.
That was kind of like
And-
with what one was that? I think it was like not 11. I think that was 9 that you were able to do that in. Make them
No, 9
custom.
had set
When-
classes for each character.
Okay, then was it 10 that they brought where you could make them into
Yeah,
anything?
what was the system called again?
Sphere Grid.
Yeah, that's
Sphere
it.
Grid, yeah.
Yeah,
I played
turn
enough that
Tidus into a-
I legitimately opened up everything on the Sphere Grid. I played
yeah, I
it
enjoyed
that
a bit
long.
of 10. Oh well,
I hear the music. I think that's the cue.
I don't hear any music.
I don't.
oh really?
Is she? She's.
She's in.
Hold on, give it a moment. If it doesn't load immediately, it might take a moment to load. That or it might be low, or you might have set the music off.
Yeah,
Mm,
possibly.
You can adjust
Oh.
it,
There it is. I hear the music.
or it might have been too low.
Hmm.
No, I just hear.
Well, I try to make
just
sure that it's like in. Oh, okay. I try to make sure that it's in the background and it's not too loud. And since we're live, chat is
Oh,
the
so
music
that's
too
kind of
loud,
loud.
or is it just right?
It's just right on
Can
mine.
someone check chat? Okay, want to make sure.
If I could hear-
like hippos.
If I could hear all of you, then we're good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. All right, so we'll begin. Welcome everyone to the Estorian Chronicles, episode 2. I am your GM. I typically go by Zed, and I will introduce each party member as the nameplates are down below. But first and foremost, I'll introduce my backseat GM, Leon, who's been with me for quite a bit. Leon, say hello again. He's here
Hi,
to
everyone.
basically go over
Thank you for
rules
that
and stuff like
follow.
that and look it up while I'm running the game, so that way it doesn't bog down for time. So chat doesn't have to correct me, although I imagine some people will. Anyway, but still. All right. Tonight we have someone who wasn't previously here last week, and I would like them to introduce themselves. Ari.
Hi, I'm Ari. This is so strange. What is there to say about myself? Do I need to actually formally introduce my character, or?
You can introduce your character's name, what their class is, or because we didn't delve into backstories, we didn't delve into like their whole history up to the point. We kept it simple, and if you want to, you can plug any channel, stream, Twitch,
Oh,
whatever.
well, no. I'd rather not. I'd rather, for game's sake,
Okay.
keep it on the down low.
Okay.
Keep it on the down low.
Keep it on the DL, people. The DL.
So, can I give my character's name, or is it what exactly am I allowed to say or not to say about my character? Because I wasn't here last
Whenever
week,
you feel, basically we gave name the characters' names and what class you're playing,
Okay.
and that's really like about it.
Alrighty.
If you want to give more, that's fine. We just
I mean,
didn't do like anything
I don't
major
know how
or
to
big.
pronounce her. Is it Venera? Veneer?
Vieira.
Vieira. And I didn't previously say my name of my character, but it's Mara.
Mara.
Mara. Okay,
Good name.
interesting.
Is that it, or?
All right,
That's it. That's all you
Okay.
can.
Okay. all right.
So, I am Thimble. I play Milenis. Again, hi.
All right. Eolus.
I'm Unicorn of Evil. I play Aeolus, Pen Mage.
And the last one.
I am Katsunaga, and I am Devlin. I'm the streamer of this channel, and I am a Azure Dragoon.
One of our members was unable to make it tonight due to concerns in real life. So this session will be without our lovely treasure hunter who's
Thief.
down on his luck. Jitan.
Oh no, we don't have our thief.
I know our thief is not here.
Alright.
Damn.
He loves when we call him a thief too.
Yeah, like the actual name for the class.
I know he loves it. He's
Yeah.
like, "Thank you for reminding me of what I am."
No, he insists that he is a treasure hunter.
Yeah.
You don't have
Which
to
may or
lie
may
for
not
him.
be-
Don't worry. You don't have to lie for him.
No, I'm not too familiar.
If he's not
with
here, you don't have to lie for him.
Yeah.
For
not too
those
familiar with
keeping
the
at
name.
home,
Go ahead.
for those keeping at home, treasure hunter is kind of a reference to a Final Fantasy game. Check out Final Fantasy VI or Final Fantasy IX. There are some very beloved characters there that call themselves treasure hunters instead of thieves.
Yep.
Thieves is slander.
Ah.
It's an appropriate term for what they are, but they are near and dear to my heart.
Others would call that slander semantics, good sir.
True.
All right, so I'm going to go over a recap of last episode. Most of our adventurers found themselves in the city of Lindblum. Lindblum is located in the Gaian continent / region of the world. The world we're playing is known as Estorian, which is a homebrew world combining a lot of Final Fantasy worlds into one. Our party members each did their own thing in Lindblom. We had our blue mage who was interested in seeing some of the monsters, and almost had a chance encounter with a basilisk at the back of a stable. Our Azure Dragoon arrived from airship
Oh yeah.
from a different continent
Mm.
and was quite hungry from his flight.
Oh yeah.
So he went and
was.
looked for something to eat and had a momentary encounter with a frogman asking for directions to an eating establishment.
Yes, he was very nice.
Yes. He was very kind to you. All right, our pen mage went for a local watering hole, and after the stables, the blue mage did a little bit of shopping. He met a kindly little girl who's running a pickle stand and
Yeah,
bought
he
a pickle
seemed-
two pickles from her.
He stuffed a pickle in his pocket.
And also
Later.
bought a lovely doll.
He plays
That's
with
a-
dollies. So cute.
Yeah, I do.
All right, and our lovely treasure hunter who was down on
Dave.
his luck has to work off his meal that he couldn't really pay for last session.
Yeah.
Um,
And almost got
so
stabbed.
yeah,
Oh,
So,
right,
yeah,
that's right.
that is the summary of last session. Everyone that was here introduced their characters, but now we have to introduce a character we haven't introduced yet.
You completely
Mara.
missed the fact that we totally had an interaction where I almost stabbed him. See how it is.
Really? How did that go? Do I need to
Uh,
know? Is this just like backstory?
No. This isn't something you really need to know, and your character wasn't there, so she wouldn't know.
No, she
Okay,
wouldn't
so
know
no
at
need
all.
for me to know.
Just say
was
someone
a s-
failed a check.
Okay.
Yeah, Loki
Someone
on
failed
just,
a check, and then someone he felt like his skills were challenged.
Okay.
It was fantastic. All right, so
Yeah, he failed a check on decorum.
alrighty, so with that out of the way, let us truly begin. Mara, there are 4 major districts in Lindblom. There is the airship district where airships come and go from different continents.
Okay.
There is the theater district, the business district, and I believe it was called the construction district.
Yeah, that's what
Industry.
it was, I think. Industry. Right?
Industrial district. That's right.
Industrial. Okay.
Where would you like to start?
I'll start in the theater district.
All right, you're starting in the theater district.
Mhm.
One of the local theaters is currently doing a small-time play. It is a kind of comedy play that is featuring a chocobo and a moogle, and they're hilarious yet with some tragedy mixed in for comedic effect.
Okay.
What?
Poor Moogle.
It's a very from some of the laughter that you're hearing from the house, it sounds like it's pretty good. Occasionally you hear like a music from a small time band like accenting what's going on stage from
Mhm.
outside.
Okay. Can I look around? Is there anything other than that particular play that's going on?
Earlier, and I'm gonna say this is earlier on in the day, you saw a gentleman. Did he ever change his picture? He probably didn't. A like this, what looks like a human.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm
no problem.
so sorry.
That's fine. Happens.
Oh, I missed that song.
Did it ever really die or go away though?
No,
Oh.
my kids
No.
love it so much.
Oh,
It rolled itself underneath the carpet.
oh no.
You were
And
saying?
takes its head out once in a while.
All right. So earlier there was this kind of he looked like a human, but he also had this strange like long elongated tail that's kind of like a monkey's. Walk up to like a door,
Hmm.
and then read the note that was posted on the door, and then left.
So it looks like there might be missing some key actors there. Okay, so my yeah. Do I still have an option to? I mean, what exactly am I looking at here?
You are looking at pretty much like one of your options are you can wait in line to get a ticket for one of the viewings of that comedy troupe.
Mm-hmm.
If the note is still posted on the door of that building, and there are a few little other like occasionally you'll see a street performer on the streets, doing an act or trying to really, earn some money.
Mm.
They just haven't,
Alright.
made it big yet, as they
Alright.
say.
Since I'm not really much for waiting in lines, let me go
Okay.
over to where the note is.
All right. The note reads, "I'm currently not in right now. Rosette of the Tantalus Troop."
Okay. Is there any doors currently open to me in that area?
Not immediately, no.
Okay. Can I look around to see if there's a way to maybe sneak myself in?
Sure. Roll a perception.
Okay. And roll 20 the dice, correct?
No, click on.
You roll. Go to your character sheet,
Okay.
Yeah, you actually
and
have a
it is
perception.
the skills,
Skills. Uh-huh.
and scroll down to perception, and just hit the dice button on
Next
the
to
left
perception.
next to perception.
I can only see this
Uh,
going really badly later on. Wow.
Nice roll.
Thank you.
I know,
don't know what I
right?
did.
Nice roll.
Thank you.
You got a 19.
19. I mean, there's in one of like the nearby alleyways, you see a ladder leading up onto the roof. You think
Hmm.
someone must be doing some kind of roofing work up there.
Hmm.
You could probably use it to get up there. You would have to be very careful about basically maneuvering your way into a window though. From that.
Hmm. Oh, I'm pretty agile. I'm sure I can maneuver myself in there. Like, why pay for something when I can see it for free?
Okay.
Oh, the real thief comes out in the team.
All right. So you climb up the ladder.
Hmm.
Yes. No.
Yes, I do climb up the ladder.
All right.
hit
You
me.
see a normal person working on the roof, nailing in some shingles. They haven't taken notice that you're there.
Okay. Is
All
there
right.
any way to get in?
There is a window below. One of the overhangs. Would you like to roll on acrobatics to try and get in, or?
Yes. So let me go on my acrobatic. 6.
Ouch.
Ooh.
You snap your neck. No,
Do I fall
was
through the
short-lived.
floor and crash
Yeah.
into the
well,
plane?
everyone needs to re-roll a new character.
Seems to be
Um,
the case.
I'm asking my backseat GM. I'm asking my backseat GM.
hmm
What does that mean?
He's asking the other GM that's helping him out.
Oh.
Yeah.
The rule keeper.
Let's just say you're being more
Roll.
adventurous than we were.
I mean, seriously, if we're gonna play, let's play.
You take 14 points of damage.
Oh. Oh, wow. How far did she fall?
Oh wait, hold on. I made a mistake.
I was
It
like,
was after
am I
the.
dead?
Hold on, no. I made a mistake. It was after the first 10, so I need to take one off.
So it's
Oh,
only
so only
13.
Yes,
13.
chat. 6.
Okay,
Still.
6. That's just
How many hit points do you got? Let's take a look.
Where's my hit points?
Under your character sheet.
On your character sheet, it would be under HP, which is status on the main tab.
Status.
It would be 21 now.
So I have 21.
Yeah.
Okay, so I only got
That's not
6.
good.
That's not so bad.
All right. So I'm going to kind of say this right now. This is my first time I'm going to say something out of like into metagame point of view. Your armor is hindering your ability to do acrobatics.
Oh,
Mhm.
well, of course it is.
So
And
one
to be
of the street performers comes over and asks if you're all right.
Yeah, I normally land this way.
They kind of look at you surprised and at that kind of response.
I normally land this way.
that, yeah.
Right.
That has some really unfortunate implications somehow.
Yeah.
But out of it all, you only got some minor bruising that really isn't too much to worry about.
Okay.
Nothing that requires an immediate attention.
Hmm.
All right. What do you wish to do now?
I think I might have gotten lost. Is this way to the entrance? Someone told me to go through the roof. What did they know?
The entrance is over there, and you see a line as they point.
Really? I think I bought a ticket. I just don't seem to know where it landed. Do you think you could just let me I can show myself to my own seat? Is that all right?
They shrug and basically tell you that if you have your ticket, you would have to show it at the door.
Isn't
but I'm already
Isn't that a bluff
in.
check anyway?
I'm
Do I
already
have a
in.
bluff check?
You can roll bluff.
Okay, let me see. And that's under
Skills.
skills.
I just see
Bluff.
this going horribly wrong.
You know what?
But I'm
Let
enjoying
the
it.
dice. Let the dice say it.
I
Let
know.
the dice say it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
you're on the mark. Like you give like that kind of it's obvious you're lying smile. And he doesn't buy it for a moment. And he like the street performer, he turns to you and says, "Look, if you're trying to sneak in, maybe through the roof isn't the best way. You can try backstage, but you'll have to deal with some security."
If I have to, I guess I can go through the back door next time. But I do appreciate you showing me to my seat.
He gives you like a a kind smile and just leaves.
Thank
I don't know if it's a good thing or not.
you. Hey, I got in. I'm not paid for
No, no,
nothing.
no, no, no.
No,
He
you
didn't.
didn't get
He
in.
didn't. He didn't let you in. He wasn't part of the. He wasn't part of the thing. He was. He was just some person performing on the streets.
Oh, okay.
He
Well,
left you where you fell.
great.
Which is
Do-
what
do
you
you-
normally do.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Apparently,
Yeah, he
It's,
so
probably
he
said
it's
that
the
might-
a lot.
normal thing.
What's a normal thing? I'll probably do some epic flying here, falling on my
All
rear.
right. All right. Do you mind if I pause it right here and move to the others right quick?
Sure, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. As you're exiting out of the tavern, Jatan lets you know that though he was interested, he needs to stay back and work off his
He's gonna
tab.
love this. He's gonna so
Oh.
love this.
I'm gonna. He's gonna. He needs to work off his tab. So
Well, if he needs to work off his tab, can I have my 20 gil back then?
I thought you didn't give him the 20 kill until after it was done.
No, he
No, I
gave it
him.
beforehand.
I gave everyone in.
Oh, you gave it in
Uh-huh.
advance.
Yeah, he did.
Damn, I feel cheated now. Oh well.
You gave it in advance. Oh. Oh. You
Well,
know
he
what?
did it in advance on the stipulation that he was going to join.
Yeah. Oh, well, this just means that I don't have to pay you some other time we go on an adventure, I suppose.
No, or the best way of putting it is you didn't pay him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you didn't pay him.
You didn't pay out because I was still talking, but that's all good.
Yeah.
So I can get my 20
So-
gil back then.
So he basically is staying behind.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that. Nono basically marked on your map of the nearby region where some of the gigantoads can be found.
Mhm.
It is a marsh area not too far from Lindblom.
Yep.
However, it will take a good 4 to 5 hour walk to get there.
Oh. So you gotta
So,
break your feet in at some point, I guess.
yep.
Well, what do you guys want to do about this? Do you just want to walk? Do you want to hire? How much would horses cost, actually?
You can find the cost of chocobos of a written service.
Chocobos, right? Who?
Yes.
You can
I don't
find.
think horses
Chicken.
exist.
I believe you can still find it on the equipment page.
Yeah.
Nope, they changed
No.
it. Oof. Hold on.
I'll see if I can help you find it. But-
Originally,
but
they had
before
a
that-
pricing guide for this, so I do apologize, chat. There was originally a pricing guide on the original Final Fantasy D20 site, and they just put up a new site recently, so not everything made it over from the original.
Well, that's
Did
not
I
good.
So I have
Did I give both of you the guys coming with me? Like, did I give both of you 20 gold or gil already, or?
No. I haven't been
I-
given
no.
anything.
I think you did. I think you basically said that you would pay them after the job is done.
Okay, so I'm
No,
gonna
he
get
said he
all
was
my
gonna.
memory
gil.
He said he
serves.
was gonna
He
pay it
said it
beforehand. He said advanced, and then we split whatever else we got.
All right. So I will, when we set out, I'll give you the 20 gil each, and then we will. Yeah, I'll figure it out when we get there, I suppose.
Trying to find it.
Where would it be?
Um. I'll say it's only 10 gil to rent the chocobos. However, should you dismount, they will return. They'll make their way back.
Oh, okay.
It would
I
cut
guess-
the trip down from like 4 hours to like 1.
That's pretty good, I guess. Yeah.
That's not bad.
So shall we fetch some chocobo then?
No.
How much would it be if we wanted to keep them for round trip?
Probably a bit more. maybe
If
like-
you want, if it's a round trip, you would have to have some way of keeping the chocobos still.
and safe.
We got plenty of
Uh,
rope.
Yeah.
Hog
What,
tie
ti-
those little
ti-
bastards.
Tie their legs up. Yeah. Oh jeez, I don't think I want to do that. So it'd take 1 hour to get there, and then we'd have to walk back possibly. So that'd be
4 hours.
yeah. I reckon we could just rent them there, and then we could just, if need be, like we could probably camp there even, and then make our way back afterwards. I don't know, up
Or
to
we
you
could camp
guys.
Halfway, or
Yeah, we could camp halfway even.
Are any of you guys concerned that,
Well-
no one here knows how to keep any of us alive? Unless
Oh,
one of you has skills that I don't know about.
I have a bit of healing, but it's not up to snuff.
By the way, while you're having this conversation back and forth, you are heading into the theater district and heading closer towards from there going to the market district and slowly to the exit.
Oh, convenience, yay.
So while this conversation is going on, I wanted to add that tidbit so that way, for the sake
Yeah,
of
yeah.
brevity, that it keeps going.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
All right.
Mhm.
So, wait, where would so I'm guessing to rent the chocobos it'd be probably in the market district maybe, or near the entrance even.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So I
Keep
guess
in
we'll,
mind, Lindblom is built on a mountain, so
yeah.
it does
'Cause-
take a
All right.
it does take a good bit to get out and away from by foot.
Just to kind of metagame a bit, does that mean we have to go like, since we're going, I know where we're going, but like, do we have to head down to that area and then work our way out, or are we going a completely different
Like,
way?
Basically, you have to get to the exit, and then from there, it's like a pathway down the mountain.
All right.
And
all right.
then from there, it's easy. You would
Yeah.
like he marked it on. If you have a map, he marked it as to where you would find the marsh and everything. And the distance is not that far, too much.
Yeah.
And
just,
it's only midday, so you have enough time to get there and possibly get back before nightfall,
Oh, alrighty, cool.
depending on how long, depending on how many gigantoads you want to skin and all that.
Yeah. So back to the problem of not having a capable healer, though. What are we going to do about that exactly? Do you guys know anything that we could do? Maybe like stock up on potions or something? I don't know.
I have a couple potions, but I don't have a lot.
I'm just gonna go through my inventory. I have
Hey, if you're
one,
paying, it's
2.
your
I
deal,
said
buddy.
Let's see. How can I do this? Trying to find a way to like point out a healer.
Why
Well,
don't we
actually,
Oh,
can I?
find one?
Yeah, I'm
out
gonna
of
say-
Find the
curiosity,
healer.
can
Hold on.
am I anywhere near them or
As
close by
like
to
they
them?
mentioned, as like you're dusting yourself off and stuff like that, I will say this: you see a group of people. One is this human with like these dragon-like horns and scales,
Mm.
and an armor with this.
Oh no
this,
no! I'm wearing my
elaborate-
Sunday's best. It's my executioner's clothes.
Obviously.
Who? Oh
As
god,
you do.
who died?
Very threatening.
So
Did
who
you not-
died?
No, that's just my clothes that I wear. That's my normal clothes. You didn't read what clothing I have? You
I didn't.
assuming that I'm wearing my armor?
I mean, I'm wearing my armor, but
Nah, I could be wearing my armor. I'm just messing around. I just wanted to get that because Loki asked me not to wear those clothes.
What's
What
What
armor?
was the clothes?
Executioner's garb.
why do you have
Oh, come,
execution?
it's fine,
I'm not
man.
gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. We can find that out later.
Hey, man, you could be wearing that, and that's your legitimate job. You could be wearing clothes of an undertaker, and I would not question it.
Yeah, no. But yeah, anyway, back to
But
what we were
so
doing.
that's the description of him. There is a gentleman. There is a Burmesian, which is these rat people.
Mm.
He is wearing a thimble. Would you describe
Uh,
yourself wearing a blue garment of some kind?
Well, actually, no,
Uh,
I'm wearing a blue scarf, but it's a tanned, pretty much tan, what's the word? Trench coat and tan breeches.
Okay, simple.
Hmm.
And Eolus, describe how your character looks. He is this human with pointed ears. He's not. It's not a race that you would know from Evilise that you
No,
come from, Ari. So he looks like a human, but he has these strange angular features and these ears that are very pointed, like a knife.
Mm. Is it like that picture that we have down here in the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm basically wearing some black mage robes for like, or as I'm a scribe as a profession.
Hmm.
Okay. So you overhear these people walking by, and they mention having need of a healer.
Hmm.
Guys, while you're walking by this, Ari, would you describe your character to them and how your character looks?
My character has very long ears, short hair, whitish, have fairly darker skin. Um, my clothing. Let's see, what am I wearing exactly? I think. Where's my material? Where do I?
It's in. It would most likely be under items, down at the bottom.
Of course. And I believe I'm wearing my traveler's outfit.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, I am wearing my traveler's outfit.
So just a
Convenient
basic.
traveler's outfit.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
love Leatherface.
you can.
Leatherface.
What?
You're the dragon. I don't know this for sure because you're wearing your executioner clothes, but I'm just saying this off script.
It's in.
Off script, I know it's a traveler's outfit, but I was going to let you you can fancy it up more than that if you wanted to. But if you prefer the simple
Yeah,
simple
I would
boots,
I would simple, very modest.
okay,
Is Katsunaga wearing the hood?
that's a good question.
That's a very good question. Would
Oh,
we?
he said he's wearing his executioner's.
No, I'm not wearing the
No,
hood.
that was a joke.
It's not.
So yeah, I can call you Leatherface.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, you can.
Although I should
Alrighty.
have that hood.
Sweet.
So can I approach these men? I mean, is there?
You're welcome to. I'm not gonna make you roll anything. You can
Okay.
approach them. It doesn't
Gentlemen.
require.
As she approaches, I say, "Be gone, streetwalker."
How?
Be gone, streetwalker. I'm a bit I was pretty weirded out by the pointy-eared guy and the dragon person, but now I know I'm a rat boy, but half bunny, half human.
Yeah,
I'm getting really weirded out by all these new races here.
these races that are from other areas are just starting to weird you out.
Yeah.
You've seen hippo men, bison people, bear people, frog
And
people.
I'm weirding you out.
No, I've seen full anthropomorphized animals, not half.
Oh, I see.
So it's kind of
he's like-
weird that. Well,
don't
except
have
for
a horse's
the
butt or
monkey
anything.
tail, but hey. What?
Like I said, I'm just a bunny. It's not like the lower half of me is a giant horse or anything.
Right. I think that's still pretty weird for me if I ever saw a
centaurs are
centaur.
only in D&D.
I
Yeah.
I
know.
don't think I don't think we
I don't
have
think they're in
centaurs in Final Fantasy.
No, we
I'm gonna
don't.
look that up real quick while we continue.
There are none.
Anyway, so
Pecan Street.
how do you respond to Katsunaga with what he said?
Well, as I was going to say, if you be so kind, tall, dark, and scaly, as I give a little wiggle of my hips, maybe my services, other than what you think, would be suitable for you. You said that you needed a healer. Did you not?
From the looks of it, you just
I-
got up off the ground.
Well,
Are you
I
as
had
good
a
at
little
healing as you
mishap.
are with walking?
Well, let's just say that I can actually heal with the best of them. Is there any ailments that you might have that I can prove my worth?
Confusion?
No, unfortunately, that's only a state of mind. That cannot be helped.
Okay.
Mental cannot
Um,
be helped. Physical, that's a different story.
Good to know.
Well, real
Well,
quick, I must know, are we keeping it PG or what are we doing? And the only reason I say that is because I know Loki's not here, because if he was, it's pretty much, anything goes.
I say as long as it's like
It's not going to be rude or
PG-13, not
crude.
like overtly like if it's not overtly like rated R, I don't care.
Okay, no,
Well,
it's not going to
Well-
gonna get rated R. At least I'm not. Maybe Leatherface over there might do something, but not me.
what were you planning on doing?
Nothing, I just
I
wanted to
don't
know how far we could push it.
You're so
Okay.
evil. Seriously, so
Um,
evil.
So
Ironic,
on
he's
that
not the one
note-
that has evil in his screen name,
Nope.
and yet the one that does is the nicest person in the chat.
Aw.
It's always the nice ones that are the ones you need to watch out for.
I mean, yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. So, continue.
Like I said, is there any ailments that are currently ailing you that I could prove my worth?
Possibly not right now, but if you're willing to fight some giant toads with us, I guess you could come along and prove your worth.
Well, I'm already standing next to one, so what's a couple more?
Do we see any of her bruises from when she fell?
Well,
No,
I
because I'm wearing traveler's clothes.
wait, we wouldn't.
Well, describe to me.
That's-
Are you wearing the skirt or are you wearing like the breeches?
The breeches.
Okay, so probably not.
Okay.
You probably wouldn't be able
skirt?
to.
Who would be wearing a skirt while they're traveling?
I mean,
A
it's
lot
easy
of
to move
people.
Yeah.
Yes.
then.
So
Free-
uncomfortable to wear.
Get a lot of movement out of it. Don't have to wear pants.
I guess.
Where am I going with this? Anyway,
Are you in the
So-
cult of no pants? Metadata, metagame.
No, I love pants to say the least. But anyway, let's continue on here. So, where were we?
She
You
said
were-
I don't mind,
that
I
she's
don't mind going with you guys. I mean, what's one more frog in the group?
All right. Well, I suppose that we can go find the Chocobo stable and rent some out then.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you're paying, let's go.
All right. So when you get to like the gate leading out from Lin Bloom, you see a Moogle that's tending to it, wearing this kind of like Chocobo Rancher outfit that has this kind of like the Moogle is like it has like this Chocobo motif outfit.
So it's
That looks like
it looks like a really small Chocobo that's flying.
Hold
So
on.
I
Or
got
are
a
you
question.
talking about?
I got a question. Why is it that Moogles are always with chocobos?
Because it's a really good summon, okay?
Outside of I have no explanation for that. Give me a moment. I'm finding a picture. And for those who and for those who've ever played Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2, you probably already know what I'm describing.
Well,
Damn,
I'm
that's
looking
one I haven't
online to
played
what a
yet.
Moogle is.
Oh,
Oh, they're
it's a flying
There's a
little
picture
puffball
in
cuteness.
There's a picture in general. You can show it to chat if you wish to, or I'll put it in the. Hold on. I'll put it in the actual game
Oh,
chat.
shit.
If it's too loud, you can adjust. I'm pretty sure you can adjust the master volume for your game over at the.
Oh,
Yeah. Just
he's
my
adorable.
things like to reset every now and again. It's really annoying.
All right,
All right.
my bad.
So,
Pretty sure
That's
that
not-
Moogle likes to stab people.
well, I don't think it has the knife out, but
No, the really short the sword that's like normal size to him is sheathed on his back.
yeah.
He's tending
Good
to
to
the chocobos right now,
Hmm.
and he looks to you and goes, "Welcome, Kupo.
Oh god.
Welcome to Chocobo Charlie's."
Can I give him a
Chocobo
big old hug and just say, "Oh, you're
Charlie's.
so adorable"?
I'm pretty
You
sure
want
you'd
to
get
hug him?
stabbed and you would have to heal yourself for that.
Well,
Oh,
at least
very
that I can
good.
What'd you
prove
do?
myself. Though.
Wait, Ari, what'd you do?
I hug him and
gonna
say, "You're
hug
so
the-
adorable. I love your outfit."
Thank you. You're kind of hurting me a little bit with the hug. Just
Sorry,
a little
sorry.
less tight.
So
It's
I
no
take
problem.
it that you're Charlie?
Well, that's what a lot of people call me, Kupo. That's not my real name,
Right.
but the name's
Ah.
catchy enough that people love it. Kupo.
Good to know. So my companions and I were about to set off on a wonderful quest. I was wondering if we could rent out some chocobos.
Of course, of course. You know the standard fare is only 10 gil. However,
Right.
if you for a round trip or the more loyal chocobos, they only cost 20 gil per.
Uh, I mean, I really don't feel like paying for everyone's chocobo. I was only gonna pay for the journey, like the fun of it, not the.
Yeah, but you said you were paying for it, so thank you, man. We'll go ahead and we'll take the round trip loyal one.
No, we're not. We're not. We're taking the one way. If anyone
Fair.
wants to pitch in, that'd be great.
Chocobo Charlie holds up a hand. Now, I must warn you that once you have dismounted, these chocobos are trained to return.
Mm.
Are you okay with this?
I'm fine with this. I prefer. I don't really prefer it, but it is good to get on your feet every now and again.
Hmm.
Fair enough.
I mean, if you guys want to
Chocobo.
pay extra, and I'll meet you back here later, you can pay for your own round trip chocobo.
I just shrugged my
But,
shoulder like, no, walking's fine.
So
Walking's fine.
I'll pay for mine. I'm guessing I'm paying for Kutsunaga's.
Mhm.
Am I paying for both? Yeah. So
Yolis
what was your
and Mara?
Mara? Am I paying for
Mara.
your guys' chocobo as well, or?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Okay, so I'm down 40 gil. Good to know. So I pay off the I pay off the 40 gil,
Hey,
All
at
right,
least Ch1
after-
couldn't make it.
but I
No.
did not tell Mara that I'm paying 20 gil to these guys. So that's
Now-
good to know. And
See, you're already up 40.
Since I'm still hugging on my little buddy there, and can I whisper in his ear and say, I'll pay for myself for it to stay with me, like round trip, but only for myself, not for you guys.
wow, I feel cheated.
Okay. No,
So
But
like
I'm
he
telling
nods
only
silently.
I'm only telling Charlie this, not telling any of you
Okay.
people.
Okay, since I am like, no, you know, I'm not gonna roll perception
for-
for that. I
You
don't
can
really
roll
care.
it if you want to.
No, because she's paying the extra 10 gil. It's not my problem.
Fair enough.
You don't know that.
That's a natural 20.
You hear it.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
You hear it. Whatever you do with that knowledge is up to you.
Oh, Kasanagi, really?
Well, I didn't say
All
anything.
right.
I just heard it.
Yeah, I know. Such a butthead.
Alright, so
But I don't know that, so.
It'll come out later, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
can she notice that he noticed, and then would he notice that she noticed that he noticed? Are we gonna go back and forth?
I'll say roll a perception and we'll roll a perception Ari if you want to. Otherwise,
That's under my skills, correct?
Yep.
Perception. Let's see what I can do.
Oh god! What is that roll? Plus 12?
Roll!
Plus 12?
holy crap!
How do you have a
So
plus
I
12?
know that you heard me.
Oh my god!
She's aware.
I am fully aware that you know that I
I
know that
looked
you.
at the dice. Oh
What
jeez.
the?
She's probably
So,
too
like,
out
I
from
give
natural.
you a dirty look, and then just like.
I
put
just
my
smile.
finger- yeah, just
and
a
turn-
little finger to my lips and go shh.
I thought my perception was good, but jeez.
I have a plus.
All right.
I
Alright.
go with Charlie and I put him on the floor.
All right. He
Jeez.
straightens out his clothes and he says, "All right, I'll be back with a couple of chocobos and in just a few minutes."
What?
Alright.
No Kapoo?
Chocobos.
You mean
No,
Koopa?
Kupo, like
Kupo.
Kupo. There we go.
Thank you for the reminder.
Kupo.
It will
Um,
get eventually. It will get very annoying to say all of that, Kupo.
Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, it's already
No,
annoying,
no,
so.
no. Play World of Final Fantasy.
All right.
Oh, someone just dropped.
That was Aeolus right there.
I did? Alright.
Yep,
Yep.
you're no longer on roll 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with that,
Oh, there he is.
Now he's back.
All right, he brings back chocobos. They're all saddled up and ready.
sweet as. So, who's got the map? Who's leading this? Who's going to be at front?
We thought you were.
Okay,
You're
I'm at
leading the
front. Who's
adventure.
after me?
Or do you share the map?
Hey? Oh, well, I guess, yeah, I'll be up front with the map. Who's going to be behind me then?
The other mage.
The other mage.
Put the mages up front.
Yeah, the tank's up back. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, that
Alright.
sounds good to me.
So all right, I suggest the marching order be Melenis, Aeolus, Mara, then Katsunaga then. Have
Sure.
the tank at the back.
Sure.
Okay.
So I guess we set out on our wonderful quest to find the. Well, would I know the name of the marsh by now? Since it's
It
on the
would
map.
be known as. It would be
Q
known as.
marsh.
Yeah, it would be the nearby Q Marsh.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
It
I
runs
should
by a
get
second name of Frog Marsh.
Frog Marsh. All right. So I guess we'll head on to Frog Marsh then.
All right.
Mhm.
For nostalgia sake.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Dun, 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 dun,
Anyway,
dun.
Such a
Would I have
lazy
to-
Yuri.
would we have to roll some sort of check to get there? I
Ride check.
suppose. Or- Yeah.
What do we roll?
Ride.
Right.
Oh no! Oh, this is gonna end
Okay.
badly.
Do I
Oh,
have Ryan?
Yay!
Wait. what is
Oh,
Ryan?
oh, okay.
Ride is
There it
under
is, right.
skills.
10.
I have a -3
Huh?
to it, so
Wow.
Cat,
be
you
aware.
feel like it's a rough ride for you. Your chocobo has not been does not want to cooperate at times.
Eh,
Bonus, you've ridden a chocobo a couple of times, so it's a smooth ride for you.
Yeah.
Ari, you make it just fine. There's a couple of times where the chocobo is a little, like, it wants to veer off the path, but you put it back
Hmm.
on the right path.
Such a good
Yolis, Yolis, you make it just fine.
when we get there, I threaten
Um,
to kill the chocobo.
Oh, jeez. It'll probably run away before you can actually threaten it.
Oh no, I'm still on top of it.
Okay.
It just
Um,
kind of. All right, so after an hour riding, you arrive at the entrance to the marsh.
All right. I'm going to dismount my chocobo, but before I let it go, I'm going to pat it and then give it my other pickle.
Oh,
Okay.
your pickle is for your chocobo, huh?
Yeah.
You hand
So-
it out. It sniffs it and it gulps it down in one bite.
Ooh.
Ah,
It seems to
yes.
have really liked it. Keep in mind, the Geishel pickles made in that is made from Geishel greens,
Yeah, yeah.
not like standard pickles. So, you just gave a chocobo its favorite treat.
I had an inkling.
It like nuzzles its head against yours, against your chest.
All right, I'm gonna fluff off its feathers a little bit and then wave goodbye to it. Then.
It hesitantly doesn't, starts walking away and then it takes off.
Damn it! Maybe if I had another one, I could have made it stay.
Goodbye, chocobo.
All right,
All
so
right,
mine stays.
next person
Oh,
to
mine
dismount.
goes.
As
And
I
then we
dismount,
see
I
that-
grab a bunch of its tail feathers and pluck one.
Oi,
Oh, so be so vicious.
that's so mean.
Yeah,
It
the
snaps
ride
its
was
beak
horrible.
at you.
Okay.
Okay, I dismount and I
And
give
leave.
it a nice little rub on its face. Oh, you're such a good chocobo. And I
Well-
notice that it doesn't run away. Oh, you want to stay
And then
with
I notice
me.
it doesn't run away.
Yep.
We all
Um,
notice it.
It's obvious.
Oh,
Did-
you must love me. Oh, you know
Did-
what? If you want to stick around, you can stay right here.
Did you give it some pickles as well or something?
Oh, I gave it what it loves the most. Attention.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna roll on.
All right.
Nah.
Yolis, roll sense motive.
What's sense motive? How do I alphabet? Oh, that's a good +2 to that. Oh.
Nice.
What's this?
all right, Ari, give-
motives.
He's basically sense motive is basically he's judging
Checking to
what
see if
you're
you're
actually
lying.
saying. Roll. You can roll bluff to like continue if you see if you're. Basically,
have to
roll
roll?
bluff to see if you're lying, or if you don't want to,
Nah, I don't need to.
All right.
I will look at
Oh.
your bluff skill and kind of judge what taking 10 would be like.
Well, I can
He's-
roll it just for kicks, but honestly, I don't think it's necessary.
So
Yeah, roll
I'll
it.
just
roll it.
She's
All right, I'll
I'll
roll
take
it. It's
mental
not-
note
Alright.
of that. Oh, well, never mind.
You know,
okay.
I'll
You want to roll it?
But I'm not a very good liar.
Okay.
I'll tell you this now. In real life and
Alright.
in game.
Ain't that the
15.
truth?
That's all right.
Not bad.
It's not a bad roll, but
It's not a bad roll, but he wins out on that one.
No,
I'll
no.
just take
He
mental
knows
notes.
he knows you're lying, but you
I
didn't give that telltale sign that you're lying, like with the street performer where you smiled. So
I'll-
you've gotten a little better at it.
I'll just say, since you didn't use my money, I'm okay with this.
All right, Yolis,
Just-
you didn't dismount yet.
I dismount, give a pat to the chocobo as it hightails out of here.
Yep.
Ah, yes, we've all loved our chocobos except for a certain someone.
That was a
Wanna
bastard
pluck
chocobo.
its
Tried to
feather.
toss me off. By the way, do I have a chocobo feather now?
Yeah,
God.
you have a chocobo feather.
Okay, I put it behind my
Alright.
ear. You know, it's like
Alright.
Wait,
like you would do
Arrow
a
don't
pin.
have ears though.
Fine, it's in my horn, in my hair.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're at the entrance to the swamp.
Wait. Better yet, it's attached
Mark.
to the back of my pole arm where there's other colored chocobo feathers.
Oh, that's good to know. Cool.
I kill chocobos in my off time. Why hasn't this come up with a city card?
I mean, wild chocobo are still dangerous.
Sure, wild.
Considering Choco Meteor is still a thing in Final Fantasy D20, yeah, they are still dangerous.
I can't wait to
Out of
learn
curiosity, would he know that I paid for my own? I mean,
He knows that it's loyal. He wouldn't necessarily know that he can
You
make
paid for
he
it.
can hazard a guess that you paid extra for it.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
like because he
Well, no,
said
remember-
20. He said
Oh, no,
20
yeah,
gold.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
You-
yeah.
he could
I'll
hazard a
just-
guess with that sense motive but that he knows you're not telling that when you're saying because it loves me that it's
yeah.
not quite
Yeah.
the truth.
Oh yeah.
Well, just know that on our way back, we will probably be a bit slower than what you'd be if you're willing to come back with us. That is.
Maybe we'll see.
Okay. So we're in
If
front
not,
of the
we got-
marsh.
We got food. If
Mhm.
not,
I'm down for food.
So what's the marsh look like?
Yeah. And does it smell like?
I
anything?
mean, it's got that real swamp kind of smell. It as like you went down the mountain and into like the valley leading up to the marsh, it was starting to get more and more humid rather than cool.
Ooh.
And as you
Um,
like look up at the sky, it's like it was like more sunnier towards the Lindblom. Here
Yeah.
it's like you see some clouds forming up in the sky.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I
But
will
it's-
roll up my.
It doesn't look like
sleeves.
rain clouds, but it's like very dreary.
I will roll up my sleeves and put my scarf over my nose.
All right.
I suppose we head on in then.
I suppose. Although
Who-
it's kind of muggy.
He marked. He with the map, he gave you some advice on where to enter into the marsh. That there is a kind of path where where it will lead you near some of the waters where you can commonly find gigantoads, and that the grass is a little less taller than the rest of the area
Right.
because it's usually used as people will occasionally come through there, cut a path through,
Yeah.
and like it'll grow back up over time.
Yeah. Cool. So I know I led the expedition here, but I don't really feel comfortable going up front.
Do you want to tell your fellow party members that?
Yeah, I'll say that.
hey, you're the boss man. Boss man leads.
Well, if I'm the boss man, I can choose who goes first, can't I?
That's
I
true,
have.
especially if you pay
Yeah,
for
Fair
it.
enough.
Well, you don't know that I paid them though, so.
No, I know. But I'm just saying.
Oh. All right.
I have the bigger
well,
weapon.
You do have the.
Don't worry,
Did you
you'll
have
be
that
protected.
conversation, or this is just like a private in your head moment.
I'm just trying to think of a way to like say what's your HP total, see who has more. Compare.
You can ask who's the hardiest.
Yeah. So, well, I'll look around like our.
Really, you have to ask.
I'll look around and see who looks the toughest then, pretty much. So I'm guessing it's the
It's-
guy in full plate.
Like he's not in full plate, but like you can hazard a guess that Katsunaga is probably the most experienced with frontline fighting.
All right, so
He hasn't even changed yet, I don't.
Yeah, I did. I changed before we left.
Did you?
I even said it. I even said it.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, he changed on the chocobo ride.
That's why it was such a painful ride.
No wonder the Chocobo hated it all the way through.
You were changing right on top of him.
So with that, then I guess I will either be second in line or I'll even take up the rear if you guys. But I'm flexible as long as I'm not up front.
I can be behind, big.
Was rear guard.
I definitely can't be up front.
All right. So
Fine,
the order
fine.
from what it sounds like, and this is the GM talking out of
Yeah.
It's gonna be
so basically it
Katsumara,
goes
Melius, and then Iolus.
Eolus.
Eolus.
Oh,
All right.
Eolus. Because
All right,
even
so
though Mel has some healing, he's more important than the Pin Mage. No offense.
Well, actually, I think I might want to go behind Eolus. Do I look hardier than Eolus?
No, I think
the
Iolius Iolius looks a lot hardier than you, but that's just my opinion.
You look like you're drunk in your picture.
Yeah, you do.
to be fair, that's not his
Mandible.
character.
I know.
Oh,
I'm a rat boy, not a
It's a
I know.
manly
that's
man.
right. You are a rat boy.
20. I want to say, you look slightly hell and hardier than Eolus,
Oh,
but
Is he wearing any armor? Actually, we'll figure that out.
Eolus?
No.
No.
He's
No, all right,
naked.
so I will take up the rear then, since I've got some armor on.
All right, and Mara, you now have your armor equipped.
yes.
Okay. Like when she puts on her armor as well, she's wearing a. She looks like she can also take a few hits wearing her armor as well. So, all right. So I would like the order, if you don't mind. Or actually, you know what? I will do this. Hold on.
Ooh.
Time to grab the track for the scene. All right.
This is all high production, people. We got music.
All right.
Ooh.
Adjust your tokens.
Ooh.
As how you like in
I
order.
need to zoom out. Where are we? Oh, we're over there.
One
Okay,
big
good to know.
map.
Adjust your tokens as you see fit.
Pin view. There we
Can
go.
I make mine into a circle?
No,
I
that's
have
what
a
mine
GM
is.
who I have a
No.
person who does that
I
for
can
me.
I can make yours into a circle after this.
Sorry,
Oh.
a minute.
So I guess I'll go here then.
Well, I'm supposed
then
to be
when-
behind him, but you're
Yeah, he's
You can
only-
adjust more than that. I will say you can go about
There.
this far
Now,
out.
Can I do a skill check? Is that possible?
Sure.
Can I listen to see if there's any
Percep-
danger?
Perception.
Yeah, okay, so that's perception.
Yeah, you can listen out. You can look about. Like the
Yeah.
grass is not is like while it's high, it only comes up to about 4 feet, so it's not like it's enough to where you can't see the water.
No, understandable, but I want to hear what's around me first.
All right.
If I hear anything.
You definitely hear quite a bit of croaking and frogs.
Do I hear
Oh.
anything else?
Slosh, slosh.
Nearby, you hear a bit of water splashing right around. Hold on, let me ping it. Here.
Ooh.
And it's close by, too.
Okay. Do I know the direction where the sound of the frogs is coming from?
Some are far further out, and they sound like smaller frogs. However, there was one nearby. The noise that you heard nearby from the splash. There was a splash, and then like somewhere closer nearby, there was this very deep croak. It sounded like it came further out.
Okay. I tell my party what I hear and let them know which direction do they want to go.
Alright, since I heard splashing on that side, I'll go to on that side of our little squish.
Alright.
So, well, shall we
tell
then?
them?
How far
ooh,
can we
actually-
move?
You can move exactly what your character's movement is. So
Yeah.
if you have 20 feet, count in 4 squares. If you have 30 feet movement, you can count 6 squares. If memory serves.
Yeah, but
where-
You can
yes.
use
I have-
measurements.
I have
There's a-
an item that increases my total capacity, but it still says medium though. So would I be on 20 or 30 feet?
It should be 30. If you do still have a light load, but I'm really like, if need be, you can drop your backpack.
I'll have to look into that later.
Or
I'll
you
just
can-
go.
I'm
I
light
can
load.
say this, like, if you didn't want to, like, if you didn't want to get like your goods, like your good backpack and stuff like that, dirtied or messed up during all of this, I can say right now you've left it behind.
Nah, it's all good because I'd have like bedroll and water skins and stuff in that. So. it'd be
Well, I
pretty
mean,
handy to
like
take
left it with
me.
Ari's chocobo is what I mean by left
Oh
behind.
right, I thought you meant like back at the inn, the tavern. No, I'll keep it on me.
Okay. What is your current load then with your weight? Is it still light?
It's medium. Apparently.
Alright,
I'll figure
so-
that stuff out later. So I got 20 feet. movement.
Backseat GM, hit me with the proper answer because I don't know it dead offhand.
Mine's light.
I'm going to keep going. Alright, yours is light.
Yep.
Where do I
I'm-
find? Where do I find mine?
Go to your items.
Items. Okay, I'm under items.
Alright, so your loads are going to be found on
Second
your
box.
items page, and
Encumbrance.
it's called encumbrance.
Hmm.
How do I make that line? Oh, I see how. Never mind. No, I don't.
You
Um,
are currently a medium load.
yes, I see.
Okay, medium low. So I'm
Hold
So I
on,
can
hold on.
go-
Nope. I have to drop it back. You have a
Mhm.
handy haversack on, so that is now a light load because it's not.
right.
Okay,
I remember
so
it was
never mind.
like-
You're light. You're light. My bad. I have to make
Okay.
sure.
I thought it's.
If you have that extra dimensional storage, like handy haversack
I
and
do.
or bag of holding, please let me know because I won't know dead offhand unless I go in and like check every individual thing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Eolus
I
has me.
So I have.
All right,
I'm,
so
I'm
you
light, so
you
I
have
can
light
do
load.
20.
You have light load. Cat has light load, and Yolis, you said you had light load.
Yes.
Okay, so Mel, I think you're the only one with medium, and backseat GM, that would reduce them to 20 feet, maybe. Medium load jumps. Okay, yeah, down to 20 feet movement.
All right. Well,
And if you're wearing, do you have in the armor? Okay, I had to check something. Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you, vaccine GM. That helps me. All right. So, do you find the order acceptable on how you approach? Everyone has light, with the exception of Mel. You have a medium. So
Yeah.
where you would have normally have 30-foot movement, you would only have 20 foot right now, because the
Alright.
backpack is weighing you down.
Good
So
to know.
you can go 4 squares out, or 4 squares of movement. Everyone who has a light load, unless your armor changes it, you have 30-foot movement. So
Okay.
I will be checking each of your base is 30. Does the Kiko?
Cool, I can walk
armor-
into the water.
I'm
You-
pretty
I will
sure
ask you
that's
to start
difficult
making
to
swim
read.
checks.
Whee!
I'll make it-
How do I do that? How do I do the little?
Fourth
feet?
little box down in the top left hand. You
Yeah,
know,
the ruler looking thing.
the ruler.
Oh, that's not it.
There's a thing where it's a ruler on the side, and you can point
Yeah.
A ruler on this side.
left side.
Top
side of
left
the
hand corner
screen.
where you got the mouse, you got the marker, the magnifying glass.
Oh, this thing right here.
Yeah.
The fourth one down is a ruler.
Oh, I see. It
All
kind
right,
of
on
looks
it,
like a little
so,
comb, to tell you the truth.
Ari,
Yeah, it
Ari,
does.
your armor reduces you from 30 to 20.
Okay.
So you have 20-foot movement.
All right. So I'm about to go. I'm able to go this way.
Yep, you're about to go that far out, or this far out, and so on.
All
Or
right.
that far into the water.
I don't want to swim. Well, with that knowledge, well, shall
Alright,
we
so
move
where
forward
do we-
then?
Where do we wanna
Ari,
go?
as you said, she heard something over here making a splash.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's something over in this direction near the water,
Alright.
or in the water.
Oh, jeez.
All right, now let me.
Can I make a
Roll for
can I
something.
make a look to see if there's anything there?
Yeah, you can make it. Do you walk over carefully, or do you?
I walk
just
over
approach?
carefully.
All right, roll me a stealth.
Yay! I failed it.
Oh no! I'm gonna retreat. No.
All right. Hold on. Let me do
Question
the
is
tally.
why is it stealth with I'm just walking over carefully? I'm not walking over quietly.
Oh.
Just so I
Oh.
don't fall in the water.
Okay, so you don't fall in. All right, so now let me roll something. Tell me what is your CMB?
CMB.
No, I know. What's your touch? What's your touch?
Yeah, go ahead and
Touch?
touch him.
Touch
Where's
18.
Defense.
13.
Where's touch?
13. It. Oh. All right. It matches. This is gonna be fun.
Oh
So-
no.
Let me switch the track.
Congratulations,
Already.
guys.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, well, we had a dragoon, and now we don't.
Hold on.
Poor Loki's gonna come back to corpses.
Yeah, right.
He's gonna come treasure hunting and find us.
Holy snap!
Yeah.
That thing is huge.
Oh god,
What is
That's the
that?
biggest Pokemon I've ever
it's a
seen.
Gigantoad.
It's a that's
All right,
big Pokemon.
So
That's
as
Marty
you
did.
walk over, to the water's edge carefully and go to look, a tongue wraps around your body and starts to pull you in.
Well, I've seen enough stuff to know where this is going.
Am I
So-
able to attack?
Yeah. Are we able to
Um,
do any?
You are currently being pulled.
Does that
You're
get like-
currently grappled, so you cannot.
Can I
Can I
do
make
anything to
s-
try to get the tongue off of me?
First and foremost, roll initiative.
Before we do, can I see how deep it is in the water, or will I have to do it on my turn?
You'll have to do it on your turn.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Let me know when my turn is up.
All right, so everyone, roll initiative. You can find it on your characters.
Yep.
I just rolled it.
Okay.
Oh, I got to
Ooh.
click on my character.
Oh, where
Yep.
did it go?
Balls. You click on your character and click initiative. It's under main.
No, I got it. I got it.
No,
That's
you gotta
not
click on your
intimidate.
character, and that's intimidate. It's initiative. It's under the main
whoops.
tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hit the wrong one.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Nish-
Or
That's
no,
alright.
or is that her? No.
That's her.
Click on
not
your
you.
character.
Under
code
You got a
and-
ability,
7.
you mean?
No,
Under ability.
main, and then it's under combat. It's the bottom one, the fourth one.
Oh, I see.
Ignore that one.
Okay.
I'd like
Oh.
to keep that one, but ignore it because it wasn't my first roll.
Still the same order.
All right, so I'll fix that one. 7.
Yeah, 7.
No,
6,
yeah,
7, 8,
it's
21.
7.
How
All
about
right,
that roll?
so and I will roll for its initiative, which is.
This is pretty accurate for me, just so you know.
All right, so and with its initiative. Okay. So I will. It is
0!
5.
Yay! I got one higher than it! Yes!
All right, so it was 7, Yolis.
Yes.
All righty. So Mel, it is your turn.
Yes. I'm just trying.
So you
to...
just watch your big scaly man get grabbed by a
tongue.
tongue by this gigantic toad in the water.
Hold up.
Well, I
I'm
wouldn't
just
say
trying to-
gigantic. I'd say large.
Which skill is it to? Hang on, I'm just trying to remember what it is to try and copy the skill that it has.
First, you have to see it use the skill, the ability.
Right, okay. Well,
It's not using its frog song ability.
No.
I'm gonna just say that out of character right now, so you wouldn't be able to roll for it.
Let's
Yeah,
let's
that's
hope
fine.
it doesn't anytime soon.
yeah.
Right now, it's
Um,
preoccupied with trying to munch down on something.
All right. Well, actually, what I first might do is I will go to my spells,
All
and
right.
I'm going to roll. Oh wait, hang on. I'm going to Goblin
is the
Punch
spell?
it.
Goblin punch.
Yeah.
All right. So,
That's not gonna hit.
is it a touch attack?
Jeez.
It's a damn it, I can't. Yeah, no, wait.
That's a range.
Where is it? Oh,
Is it a range touch?
It's a 30
Hold on.
range.
hang on. I have to double
You
check.
put
I
range-
didn't put it down properly.
That's fine. It's fine. I'm looking. Do. And it is Goblin Punch. Caster ambulance, they must make a ranged touch attack, and if it hits, the target takes 1d4
Alrighty.
plus 3. Okay. So that misses.
Yeah, just as I thought. Alrighty, well... Wait, so then I'm new to Pathfinder, so I have my standard
You took
action.
a standard action, you have a movement,
Yeah,
a
movement.
swift.
I don't think I can do much
And-
else.
If there's anything else, back CGM, remind me. Because I think movement and swift action. Because you just took a standard.
Yes, you get one standard, one move, one swift, and
Well,
you made your standard.
yeah, I'll
You
try
just
to...
made your standard.
So try
as
to-
a swift, you can. Wait, no. Is it a swift action that allows you to draw a weapon?
No, it's part of a move action.
Alright,
Alright.
so with
Well, you
with
can use
my...
your move action instead of moving. You can draw your weapon.
Yeah, with that I'll pull out my my lightning rod and prepare myself.
Well,
Alright.
as part of a move action, he could move up to his full movement while drawing the weapon. Is
Oh,
what
okay.
it technically means.
Okay.
But
If
can
you want
still
to
do it
move
that way.
closer, you can if you wish.
Oh,
Probably
no,
not a wise idea.
I'll actually just stay there and draw my weapon.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll pass my turn after that. It's really
Alrighty.
banking on that
So
working,
is that your turn?
actually.
I
Yeah.
was hoping it would work.
Being
His
able to
tongue
knock
needs-
it prone would be nice.
This
All right,
this tongue
Mara.
needs to get off of my feet.
Okay. So it's my turn, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I do the spell Air Bubble, just in the off chance that I go into the water, and I am going to go
Right.
right here, 15 feet this way,
Okay.
right behind his butt.
All right.
Hold on, I'm trying to.
Oh, you got to change back to the mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Change
that's
back
it.
the mount. Okay.
And
I got to mark off my mana.
can
Shit.
I use acrobatics on and get on top of his back?
No, you already did a move action.
You
you
can
say
roll a
one-
skill as a standard action
So
if
that's a
memory serves. Leon.
Acrobatics
I'd-
can be used as part of the move, but I suppose so.
You can use it as part of the move, but you can roll acrobatics. I will have to roll a dice if in case you do fail to decide where you land.
Okay, that's fine.
You're gonna take more damage.
I'm a healer. Even if at the point
Um,
of my death, I could still survive.
I say that it's enough. You land on its back.
Okay.
So I'll
Is that-
say
that's all I
that
can do?
I say from visually stand. You made it as part of your move action. You can still take a standard to attack.
Okay, can I draw my weapon and hit it on
Hmm?
top of its head?
Yes, Leon.
The air bubble's a spell.
Yes.
Isn't that a standard?
Yeah.
It is. All right, then yeah. Yeah,
you're
I'm
done.
sorry, you can't make an attack. It was a standard.
Okay,
My
then.
bad.
All right, then I'm just on top of his head, just chilling out
On his back.
on his back.
All right, it kind of like grunts for a moment as soon as you land on its back.
I'm light enough.
As
I
if
don't
surprised.
Think he'll notice me.
I just want to say
what's-
that it's awesome that you guys are trying to help me by jumping on it. And whatever he did.
Yeah, you just see a bout of wind just miss the thing. Alright. So...
Yolis.
So I'm gonna go and let's see, which one was it?
I love
I'll
the music. So
cast-
exciting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Daze.
Ooh, yes.
All right, so what do I need to roll for it?
Fortitude save, I wanna say.
Will negates.
Oh, okay, well.
All right, so it is a will save. Oh, my bad. I did not mean to do that. And I will be making these rolls kind of publicly now, so that way you will see. And it. Oh wait. No, I can use that result because it doesn't have anything to will. So it rolled a 15. Does that beat?
He hasn't
Does
rolled.
that make the save? Oh, no. I thought days is based off of a DC.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? I'll roll it again because I made that mistake. Okay, 14.
It meets it.
It meets it. So, all right.
DC of
So,
14.
all right. So let me ask this: what? All right. So it negates it. It was will negates.
Yeah, it was will
Or
negate.
Yeah.
All right. So nothing happens.
Damn.
Damn it.
We're off to a really good start here, guys.
All
Yeah, you
right.
guys are
So
awesome. What can I do?
Hold on. All right. You are currently grappled. Grappled
Yeah.
creatures cannot move or take a -4 penalty to dexterity. A grappled creature takes -2 on all penalties. So blah 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 blah. Basically, isn't it you have to roll? Backseat GM, help me in this one. Isn't it you have to roll CMB to get out of grapple? Leon.
Leon. Help!
I'm
Help!
still here. I'm reading the rules because grappled is
Okay.
Grapple's
one of
really
those
weird
rules
rule.
that are always
it's
Yeah.
complicated.
It never
a very
specifically
complicated
says.
system.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very complicated system, and Pathfinder is known for being a bit complex. So
Yeah.
there's a reason why a lot of people love 5th edition for being simplistic, and I don't
Mhm.
blame you.
Even that
Alright.
grapple is weird.
They
and
can-
shitty.
There are a few ways for you to try to get out of this. The first of which is just literally rolling CMB. Try to be a CMD.
I
Escape
thought it was
artist.
CMB. Roll CMB with CM against CMD. You
Yeah,
sounded like you
that's
said
one
the
of them.
opposite.
Sorry, didn't
Okay.
mean to.
Yeah.
Escape artist, and there's another way where it's like you roll another CMB check, and it's a penalty against their CMD.
Alright.
For some reason, Paizo does not want to work when I'm looking up these rules.
All right. So
I'll
do you
do
want
a
to break out
CMB
of the
check.
Yeah.
roll your combat maneuver defense, and that is
Ooh.
instead of CMD?
Yeah.
That should. That matches.
Yay!
So you break out of it.
Okay, now am I able to attack? Or is that my
Yeah,
my action?
Was that his standard action or?
Breaking out to standard action, yes.
Breaking out is a standard action.
Alright,
But you're
then-
free.
You
So-
cannot move and draw your. Was your pole arm drawn when you came to the water, or
It was.
okay?
Yeah, it would make sense. Yeah.
All right. So you can ready your pole arm, or
Yeah, but I can
You can
only
move.
I have to be 10 feet away in order to be able to use it, right?
you can
I
use
think
it
it has
in
a
5
range
foot,
of-
but I think you take a penalty, if memory serves.
Range
Reach
is
weapons.
10.
Yeah. But Can he attack now with a swift action, or is that still just a standard action for him?
I think that's still standard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
attacks are standard.
Clarify. Do you, with a reach weapon, do you take penalties? Just swing it closer though.
You normally can't at all. That usually requires
Oh, okay.
specialized training.
So
Let me
you can
check
take you can
your-
take a 5-foot step if you want, as a swift or your movement, and it will set you up for combat.
So what are we doing?
We'll move in there.
Alrighty.
All right. It is its turn. All right.
Okay. Don't
Yeah,
use-
bastard
well,
better
use
not
frog
come
song.
back to me.
Use frog song on someone else.
Use
He's
it
more
on the
interested
rabbit.
in bunny.
All right, hold on. I have to
He
think.
doesn't know that. He just grunted. That's all he did.
He liked the bunny jumping on him.
Ooh. Juicy.
You know what?
Some
Just
folks
for it
like-
to be interesting. Hmm.
It'd be
Yeah,
funny if
I'm
it just
gonna say
hopped
this.
away now.
It has its prey, and it still has its prey in sight. It's focused. It's hungry. It's
Yeah.
going. It starts croaking this melodic tune.
Oh no, it's actually using it. I didn't want it to do it.
no.
All right,
I didn't.
Katsunaga, roll me a fort save,
A what?
fortitude save,
Fortitude?
fortitude save. Should be on the main tab.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
You beat it.
Yes.
You
Yay.
saved. All right, so, Mel, I believe it's when it's on your turn, you can learn that. You can make the check to learn it. I don't think you can
Yeah.
do it as a
I think
reaction or a swift.
I'm reading it now. Hang on.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move the turn order to you,
So it's-
Mel. Oh, it's Mel's turn. Right?
So
I'm gonna
it
move the
says
turn order. Oh, it's Mel's.
it says the first time I used it, I have to use it as a move action, and then every consecutive turn after that is a swift action.
Okay.
So I'm going
So-
to, instead of move, I'm going to analyze
Roll.
it to see. It has
Okay,
to be.
analyze.
Hang on.
Are you roll?
Uh,
You're using analyze on it.
Yeah. What would? Because I have to roll a skill for that, don't I? And then I get a.
Yeah,
It'd be nature, yeah.
it would be. Hold on. This one's a little. Is it based on analysis? Ability to read blue mage.
And then it says I have a. Wait, hang on. +2 to knowledge checks for analysis abilities. So whatever I get +2.
All right. All right, so using analysis and proper knowledge of DC plus the CR, this would be a knowledge arcana.
Knowledge arcana. Alrighty.
If you're using
Um,
analysis, I'll say that much. If this isn't using analysis, knowledge arcana.
Yeah. Alrighty. Ooh,
Really good.
and then +2 after that as well, but I don't think that matters. So
Where'd the other +2 come from?
because it says I get a +2. Hang on. Analysis mastery. This grants a +2 to knowledge checks for analysis abilities. Unless
Uh.
that's just with. Hang on. You know, I'll look into this later, so that way we can get it done some other
Alright.
time.
All right, I say that's enough to complete the analysis check. So,
Yeah.
so let me see what you gain from this. You learn about the general combat behaviors of the creatures, and you gain a +1 on attack rolls made against them. If you beat the check by 5 or more, which you did, this bonus increases to +2. By 10 or more, then this bonus increases. Would you say that's 10? No, it's not 10.
I wouldn't think so.
All right. All right, so no, it's not by 10. So you get but it is by more than 5. So you get
All right.
a +2 to attack rolls.
So once again, I will try to knock it prone and hope it works. So I'll do a goblin punch again. Oh my god! And then that's a
Ooh,
plus
hold on,
2.
that's a ranged touch, right?
Yeah, and then plus 2 on top of that.
You know, you don't seem to be doing too well with those range touches. Maybe you should just leave the poor frog alone.
Hey, I
I'm
wanna
sure he
touch
doesn't
it,
like
okay?
being touched by random men, rat boys.
All right, hold on. No, I have to look at the touch. Yeah, it targets touch, right?
Yep.
That hits.
Oh, sweet.
Oh
Sorry.
man,
Mm.
poor frog being
Nice.
touched by a rat boy.
All right, so he takes 7 damage and he's prone.
He reflex save or full prone. I'll tell you what.
Reflex
these
save
do.
for prone. It
Yep.
should be based off of your spell DC, right?
Yeah. So that's. I wrote it down somewhere. That should be more. 15. Beat 15.
He fails.
Oh yes.
Nice.
Wait,
Oh, this will be
hang
good
on,
So
we
for
gotta
he is
me.
considered prone.
We got a bunny girl on top though. Now that I realize
Mhm.
that.
You
Hold
do.
on.
Well, we might not anymore. That that wind bubble she cast.
Ari, as like he hits the frog with like this wind, this punch of wind that knocks it down. It starts to sink into the water.
Okay, well, I have my air bubble, so I should be okay if I fall into the water. Can I?
All right.
Can I move
Um,
myself up to?
yeah, that'll be
Is there any other? Okay.
Yeah.
Can I move myself up
Um,
to his head and use my longbow and shoot a couple of arrows down to his noggin?
Did you have the longbow drawn first, or did you have another weapon, or did you have a weapon drawn?
She had no weapon.
But
No.
the bow is constantly with me. It's a
But did
It's
you
not
have
drawn.
it drawn?
no, it's not
Yeah.
drawn.
So
Okay. Okay, no. Did you have it at the ready? Is a better way of putting it. I
No,
didn't.
it was
I-
not at the
I-
ready.
It's usually it is a movement action to draw a weapon.
Okay.
So you would be giving up a movement for it.
As long as I get from where my position is, if I can hit it on its head with my longbow.
Yeah, you
I-
can. You're at the back of it. You
Okay.
can have a shot at its head.
Okay, then that's what I would like to do. Do I just hit what do
Roll
do I
the.
roll wisdom?
no, roll,
No, you roll the longbow. It should be
Yeah.
down at the composite
Alright.
longbow down at the bottom
with,
of
with
the main
common
page.
arrow, or how do I use both of these? Or is it just
You only
one?
use one.
Okay.
You rolled a hit. And
Only-
then, whoa, that's not good. That's a
Not
one.
good at all.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
You
The
shot it
arrow
into the
sinks
air as you fell off.
This
Sorry.
arrow sinks into like the water.
Ooh.
Tough luck.
I
Yeah.
should've gone
All
with
right,
my
so that's your
warhammer.
standard in your movement. You have a swift, but I'm not sure if there's anything you can do as a swift action.
Okay.
If
Our first
Baxi
combat
GM, you
is
can
combat.
recommend Baxi GM if there's a swift action she can do, make the recommendation to me. I'm gonna move over to the next character. You have one?
No, I was about to add flavor text
Okay.
text of what happened to the arrow.
Oh.
It basically bounced and slid off its hide and went into the mud water.
That's a good way of putting it. It's nice, flavorful. I like it. Crap. All right,
So you're
Gillis.
not getting that arrow back.
I'm gonna cast stone.
Ooh,
All right.
Yeah.
So
It
what
is
do
a-
I?
Let's. What was that? Partial fortitude.
It is a fortitude.
Yes.
All right. And this is a straight up fortitude save. There is no like touch or what have you.
Correct. It's a close range.
Okay, so fortitude. All right. Did it make it?
It did not.
Nice.
right.
Nice.
Nice. All right. I imagine you roll damage.
So yeah, it's gonna, and I also have to roll duration, 1d4 rounds. Let's
All
see.
right.
It takes 1d6 earth damage plus casting modifier plus 1 point per caster level.
So your current caster level is 3, and there's probably like up to +5 or something like that.
Yes.
All right, so it's +3 plus your casting modifier plus the 1d6.
Casting modifier. I'm trying to remember where that's at.
That would be what is your spells are based off of, which is intellect, since you are an archetype of black mage.
So
That would be a 3.
so that would. Come on. So I got zoom
one-
in.
So 1d6 plus 3 plus
Has
another
any-
3.
Has any
So-
damage actually been done to this creature yet?
No.
7.
There were 7 damage earlier.
Yeah, 7.
Earlier.
So 6 plus a d6, and
Yeah.
I also get to inflict weighted status for 1d4 rounds. So
All right. So roll the damage first.
okay. Where do I just roll a dice or?
Yeah. Roll 1d6. All right.
So
So
10.
10. And it's inflicted with weighted. Roll 1d4 for me.
For 2 rounds.
All right. So
Uh,
Ari, it immediate like out of sheer like surprise, it is like sinking into the log. Like
God.
its eyes grew wide as soon as it got hit with this kind of weight, this effect, and like it's starting to really sink into the bog. You probably want like your boots are starting to like go into the water. It's starting to sink in.
Oh, okay, so I will move.
You can't
10
until
feet.
your turn.
Oh, I thought he was talking. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it was already my turn.
Yeah, I was talking to you, but
Um,
I'm letting you know
Oh, okay.
on
How do I know how much MP that took?
it is what is the spell level?
That one was
One?
a 1.
Yeah,
So it only ate 1 MP.
Oh, okay. So
Um,
the other one was 0, so it's 0 MP.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So how much
Just-
total damage has he taken other than 6?
took
No, he
10.
took
6.
10 from that one.
So he's got
He
17
forgot that
out.
he already had. He's taken 17 damage total.
Okay.
it just real quick. It doesn't actually say when I can copy the ability. So how do I? Because it
I would
says
say,
when I.
isn't it? You
It
can
says,
roll
um,
the.
No,
It's under,
sorry,
I'm pretty
you
sure it's under your creature magic. So
It just says,
basically says the initial skill
when
check.
I s-
The blue mage must witness the creature use its
Yeah.
abilities for the blue mage by making an appropriate skill check. The initial skill check is DC 15 plus 2. So that means whenever after you've seen it, you can make a knowledge check.
Oh, okay. So good to know. Alrighty, continue then.
All right. All right, Katsunaga.
I'm attacking the bastard.
All right. Roll your pole arm.
Nice. Wait, is this kind of like Okay.
I was thinking about
god.
And that's not even my powerful attack
You-
either.
I
just
okay,
as
let
I
me-
as I
let me
go in
do-
and I
let me
stab
do some
him.
calculations. I want to
As I stab him, I say, "Take that,
Killed.
bastard!"
I want to see how badly this thing got killed. All right, so
Well, we have the cutting point established now.
so that's 48. So that's 48 damage total, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
it's 12 times 4, so
Oh
yeah,
my
48.
Oh
Plus
my
17.
god. All right, so the best way I'm going to describe this,
65 points.
you you swing the Naginata in a way that it slashes the Gigantoad like completely in half. Like the the legs are cut in half, the whole body is cut in half to where like the upper jaw is one half of the body and the lower jaw is on the other half.
Oh my god!
Ari, you start tumbling into the water as it's just cut.
I like how he spent all this time just trying to make it easier fight, and then along comes this Naginata man.
Perfect. It's a perfect symmetrical cut. Just for context, and this is kind of behind the GM screen moment. That 12 wasn't just the 12 was enough to kill it.
Oh my god!
You did
That was
in
max
excess.
damage as well, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you overkilled this thing.
Oh my
You killed
god!
it 2 or 3 times over.
No, if I was
Bonnie,
going
you're
by
paying for my
dry
dry
cleaning.
cleaning.
Yeah.
All right, so basically the best way of putting this is even if I did the idea of net your con score and the bleeding, it would still kill it. In fact, it would probably kill it 2 times over if I did the numbers right.
You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome.
Oh my god.
All right, so I'm going to
Now imagine if
Stop
Loki
the
was
music
here, what
for a
he'd be
moment.
saying.
I can only
A
Um,
critical.
all
So
right,
can
so
I-
hold on. I'm going to mark it with an X to indicate it's dead.
Well, especially how when he questioned your ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
can I make
Ari,
it-
roll a swim check to get to shore.
Okay, where's my
Skills.
under
Skills.
skills?
Yeah.
Let me
Can I make a
swim.
check now to see if I can learn the frog song
Yeah,
ability?
you can.
Or,
You
well,
can.
Alright.
As a
Kid
side
Froggy
note,
paddled
how
to
deep's the water?
shore.
Yeah, I just
It's
moved myself on
it's
over.
like what 10 feet.
No, it's only
It's not
5.
Yeah,
too deep.
she'd be walking out fine. She's got air bubble after all.
Yeah,
Yep.
I do have
She
that.
She
walks-
also probably
oh,
could
she
have
does
make a
walk.
jump check.
Fine.
Like more now, yeah. Do
Yeah.
a nice little jump check.
So
Well,
do I still get that
no, I'm-
plus?
I'm fine.
Oh, I was gonna
I
say.
think you
I
get the.
swam over.
No, I thought the +2 only applied to.
Yeah,
does it get-
attacking.
Let me
Oh.
read Azure. Let me read your analysis ability right quick. You did analysis mastery. No, it's still a +2 to knowledge.
Okay, cool. So,
So
I'm gonna
add
roll...
2 to whatever you're gonna roll.
It's Arcana, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's knowledge arcana.
I have to beat a 23. Oh,
That
Oh!
That
frog
succeeds.
song.
you now know frog song.
Okay, I can't wait to use that spell when it comes
You gotta
around.
use it
Here's-
on a frog.
Here's the problem, though, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a much higher spell than you can actually cast right now.
Yeah, I know.
You know it.
When
That
do
is
I
a
learn
4th level spell.
level spell?
Hey, that's
I
still
learned
cool.
that.
Add it to your spell list for now.
So when
and
we reach
just,
level
like, add the-
7, watch
Yeah.
out.
He can
Better
turn
get
you
it-
into a frog for minutes at a time.
Nice. Okay, so now that we have this,
That's one.
now that it's dead,
Do you pull its body out of the water?
Yeah, should
Yeah.
we make a check to see if we can...
yeah, what do I have to do?
I'd say roll a swim check followed by a strength check.
Actually, I'm going to put guidance on him. So he's got a
All right,
plus
so he
1
gets a plus
To what?
1.
So it's
to which
whatever
one he
skill.
chooses.
Whatever
Yeah.
skill he chooses. All right.
Ju-
All right. So roll a swim check and okay.
Do you
That's
wanna
good
add that
enough.
plus 1 to swim? Oh, never mind then.
That's good enough. He pulls it out. I'm gonna move it on shore.
Sweet.
Okay, so then if you're moving it over there, I'm gonna move my guy right there. Just be kind of consistent.
All right. Roll me a survival.
Okay, give me a second. Now, since it has 2 parts, I get 2 shots with the survival, right?
Oh, I say you would have to roll them individually. Sure.
That's fine.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right. Go to the other. All right. Roll the second one. Okay. So out of the bottom portion, when you cut it first, you barely get scraps out of it that are usable. But out of the top one, you get a fairly respectable size hide out of it.
Nice. Beautiful.
What kind of hide is it? Just hide?
I will put the name. These are called. It'll be in our general chat. That's what it's called. And put also scraps. Gigan toad
What-
scraps.
What's the weight on it?
That'd be pretty
I
heavy.
generally, I want to say maybe 5 pounds.
5 pounds. Oh, never
5
mind. Then.
pounds, that it? Okay. So it's going into my sack where it will have no weight.
Are
Oh,
we
no,
able
well-
to get anything else off of it, or just the hide so far?
Well, I mean, he can
And
cut
how many
into like the intestines and other
and how
stuff
many
and see if we can find anything.
And how many scraps?
I say 6 pieces of scrap.
Okay, and those are what? How much weight?
Altogether, I want to say 3 pounds.
Okay. All right, I'll go ahead. I asked him, is there anything else you want me to try to get?
If you could. So wait, did you go for the sack? Sorry, I was.
No, I haven't. Okay, I'll go for the poison sacks.
Remember, you still have guidance. If you want to add that +1 to this check too.
So do I add +1 to miscellaneous value or something? Or
If
do I
you
just
want, you
add
don't have
1
to.
when I roll it?
When you
Mara, roll
roll
a
it, if you
perception.
want to. So yeah, roll a survival.
Mara, roll perception.
Oh no, you're fine. You probably wouldn't need that guidance.
He's rolling
Okay.
survival for what now?
The sack.
The sacks.
Like, does it have
going-
a poison sack or something? Sorry. Like.
Yeah, it
gland
has
or-
a poison. It does have. It secretes poison through its skin, and you are thankful you were wearing gloves when you were cutting this up.
hmm
I think. Okay, I'm gonna be forward. I don't know biology of toxic frogs and how they secrete their poisons, but I imagine it comes from kind of gland of some kind.
Yeah, they
It would
usually
come
have a
from
gland.
a gland. Yeah.
All right,
I'm
so
not
you were
sure.
able to harvest the gland very carefully.
Okay, I hand it over to Mel.
Shit, do I have gloves? Hang on.
I
Do you have any
you
container?
can include it.
Sorry?
Do you have a container?
I do not have.
This is
could
what
I-
burlap sacks are for.
Can I shove it in a water skin?
I don't think.
I
work
don't
like
think you
that?
can shove it. If you put the poison in it, sure, but you have to remember that one has poison in it.
How can I put it into my winter blanket?
I don't know if you want to put it in your winter blanket because it has poison.
Yeah, but I'm
And then
sure
you-
I can have it get myself a new one.
Well, I'll just say, whoever wants it, here, and I set it on the ground.
Because I'm pretty.
Well, the
oh,
one-
God.
well, the one
I
you
asked
remember
to pick it
who-
up and put it into my bag as I open it up, since I don't have
Okay.
any gloves.
Okay,
All
he
right.
does.
I put it in your bag. Is there anything else on this toad that we need or want?
No, I don't think so. Guidance would
Is
have
his
worn off
tongue
by now,
valuable,
but-
or his eyes, or anything like that? And maybe his
Um,
teeth.
You can probably see if someone would use them as alchemical reagents back in
Okay,
town.
which
if
one do you want me to go
can
for?
harvest.
How about chemical reagents?
No, what
Let's
one?
look for them.
Eyes, teeth, tongue, which one?
Oh, probably the eyes.
Okay.
They look so pretty.
Nope, no
Nope.
eyes. I just stab right through them.
All right. How about
Fucking hate
we'll,
this
we'll
frog.
go? I'd say we go for the tongue. I don't think the teeth would be all
Alright.
that handy.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Hmm.
how much does the poison?
It's enough to cut off a bit of the tongue, but you didn't get the full tongue.
Can I go
How
in
much
and
does
cut
the
the rest
poison-
of the tongue?
You've got half a gigantoad tongue.
Can I try cutting the other half out? Or did I mangle it?
You got half of it. I won't say you mangled it.
Can that be enough to cut the rest of it?
Sure. That's enough.
Two halves of a
So-
gigantoad tongue.
Does it have any
Yep.
fang teeth?
It has 2 fang teeth.
I want to try for a fang.
Okay.
Damn,
All
these
right.
survival checks are on point.
I grabbed that and I put that in my pocket. And I said, I'm gonna
Alright.
take this.
Well,
Trophy
you're
for your
about.
kill. Or
What was
What
the
were you-
weight on the poison gland?
poison gland. I'd say it was probably about a pound.
Okay.
Who's the one that took
Um,
that?
I have the hide and scraps,
Um,
but I'll take
Eel-
those. We'll split those
Eola's
back.
did. He remembered that someone else was interested in it.
Yeah, it was old
Wasn't it-
mate
I
over
know.
there. So with this creature down for the count, do we want to hunt more for some more money, or
I wouldn't mind going again.
Sure.
Sure.
alrighty?
All right. I'm gonna
alright.
say this now. This is typically where I would end the session because
Well, we
could-
we run 1 minute over.
Oh, okay,
So,
yeah.
but
Here.
if you want, we can do. We can. I will say this: we can go a little longer. I have the ability to do so tonight.
Okay.
All right. So
how-
Ari, your perception. What was it?
17.
Yes.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Let me roll something.
I better not get another tongue around my body.
That'd be really funny.
Well, you
I'm
know-
not gonna lie.
Well, let me roll something to see if. No, you beat it. All right.
Yay!
You hear another croaking sound nearby. It's
Okay.
somewhere over here, and it's over this way somewhere.
I'm gonna see if I can use something in order to lure it out.
All right.
Uh,
Do you want to try making a croaking sound?
Sure,
let's
I'll
let's
try.
do that.
I'm gonna delete
Oh.
this one, by the way,
Okay.
Yeah.
so that way it's not there.
Do I make a? What would I make to try and attract the frog?
I'd say.
A mating sound.
Skill mating, frog mating.
Yeah, let's make that a skill real quick.
I think the best way is typically there are like performance, like sing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
I don't
I'd
have
say survival
controls.
would just be just as fine.
Would you like me
Alrighty.
to do it?
I'm on it. Don't worry.
Yay!
17.
Yay!
All right, you croak at
So, well,
similarly
move
to
here
how they
first.
croak.
yeah, trying to practice my frog song, but I can't
And
use
just-
it yet because I'm. Yeah,
All right, so roll me your perception for me, Mel.
will do.
You'll be able to see it.
But there it is.
Okay, you definitely see
Ooh.
it. You see like the kind of like the two big eyes and a bit of the head poke up out of the water. It is.
Okay.
Let me hold on. Let me make it visible. And yep, it's right there.
All right. Am I able to attack it where it is?
If you want to, you can take an action to attack it.
Okay. Do I really want to provoke it? And it's really tempting. I will use. I forgot to mark off my other goblin punch. Yeah, I'll throw an attack at it. I'll use poison needles.
So
Wow.
poison
Nice.
needles on a poisonous frog.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
really weird because poison needles doesn't inflict poison.
Hmm.
It's
But it
I
does
think
some
it's
nice
the cannon that
damage.
does. Yeah.
Hold on, let me look at. Can
I might
I?
be getting my spells confused.
Hold on, let me look at your. Let me look at it.
Oh, it does
was poison needles.
44 non-elemental damage, and then must make a fortitude save or be poison. I have the poison status for 1d4 turns.
All right, so give me a moment. The poison that these things secrete are different from the poison status effects, so do forgive me.
Yeah.
So I have to keep that in mind. Poison. As I said, 1d6 elemental damage per round. What do I roll? A fort save for that?
Yeah, fortitude save 15.
Fortitude save 15?
Yep.
All right, and it has a. Okay. Let me roll for it.
Oh,
It
damn
beats.
it. Yeah, yeah.
It is not poison. Then I take it.
No, it's not poisoned, but it does
However,
take the
it
10
just-
damage.
It takes the 10 damage.
So I
Alright.
just throw my hand out and a bunch of needles just shoot out where its eyes are, trying to hit it.
A lot of the needles pierce the skin, and you manage to hit one of the eyes.
Yes.
Some of it.
Oh. Alrighty, so
So do we have-
I'll yell it to the party. I found another one.
So do we have to
All right.
roll initiative?
Yeah, do we
Do you want to keep initiative? I will ask
I'd
the party
say-
this. Do you want to keep your initiative, or do you all want to re-roll?
I'd say we'd re-roll since we've been
I
out
like
of
to
combat for a little
re-roll.
bit. Yeah.
Yep.
No, the initiative is
Reroll 'em.
under. Oh,
Oh, dude.
Both ends of the spectrum here.
Oh,
Oh my
Alright,
god.
So I'm gonna
One
adjust
second.
your initiative order.
Yeah, yeah.
there we go.
Last time get a 21, this time I get a natural 1. That's just great.
That's awesome,
Great
dude.
game. It's really great.
Eh,
All right, so
I gotta-
I'll bring the
Please
music
do not
back up.
choke. That's bad.
I'm
Yeah, don't
trying
do
not
that.
to, but the swamp is definitely getting
If
to me.
you want a different tune, let me know.
That's fine.
No, that's fine.
Let's Ari and Cat is now a. You rolled
14.
it twice. Why did you do?
Because the first one I wasn't selected on my icon, so it says it doesn't.
Oh,
It says it's not
Okay,
it's
okay.
not valid.
all right. I'll use that one for now. Let it be said.
I wasn't-
by the kind.
I wasn't sure if you were
I
able
know, I
to
know.
see it because it says no, the results aren't shown. The results
Yeah.
are not valid. So
Okay.
Alright, and then
Okay, it's fine. All right. So and now I give it a turn, and it has
34.
no. I have
Zero.
to roll for it. I'm going to be rolling above board, so that way. The last one had the jump on you. This one doesn't. So its initiative is an 18.
Oh jeez.
Oh god, I am
Oh.
screwed!
This frog is pissed.
Yeah. I'm not keen.
Damn, you pissed it off.
Although it might get in range for me to be able to attack it once and in the fight. Although
Alright.
now that I say that, it's gonna end up
Alright. So top of the round is starting with Eolus.
Alrighty. Well, I'm not close enough for anything of mine to hit, so.
You
can
can
move.
move.
Not even your run. You can move closer and still
No, I
make an
know.
attack.
Yeah, I know. I have to move closer though.
Do you not
Yeah,
have
but
the
you get-
30-foot
you-
range thing?
You get to
I
move
have
and then you can
30
cast.
No,
You
I.
can-
Oh yeah. But I mean, from where I'm at, I couldn't cast. And
I think it's 30 foot there, isn't it?
yeah, I don't know if I want to get that close.
Well, no, you
Oh.
can just get this close and it would still be enough, shouldn't it? Like,
Oh.
and you
well,
know, from a GM's
You
perspective,
can
you
even
can
go
get
like right
this
here
close,
or right here.
this close, or that close.
Wait, would he be
That's
able to move
15.
again afterwards? Can you break up movement in Pathfinder?
Pretty sure you can't.
Oh, so make a real good choice if you want to move closer or not then, because you won't be able to
Oh,
move
I
again
already moved.
afterwards. Okay.
No, here's the thing. I say, before you take another action, I typically ask, "Are you okay with the movement?"
Yes.
So, you're making no other change to the movement. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. All right. So, what do you want to do?
Let's.
Oh,
I'll go ahead and cast stone again on this one.
good
Alright,
choice.
What are you casting?
Huh?
What are you casting?
Stone.
Stone. Fortitude
Stone.
save.
All right. Let me roll its fort. Matches.
Matches.
It succeeds then.
That's unlucky,
Yes.
man.
No, it's
All right.
the save.
His
save?
forts, the
60?
Yeah.
forts, the forts.
Damn.
If you
succeed.
yeah.
When a save matches, it succeeds.
Does it do
You have
any
to
other
be-
effects then? Or
It'll just take the damage. It won't be inflicted with weighted if memory serves.
right.
Correct. It only does the weighted.
So it was a d6 plus 6.
That's pretty good.
That's
Depending
good
on what
damages.
it does, I know what I'm doing next.
I know what I'm doing next.
So 9.
9 points of damage.
Pretty good, man.
You fling a magic. You cast a spell that like flings these stones at it, and it is very bruised up. It is not looking so good.
That's good. That's good.
The
Got the jump on this
frog,
one.
like the frog, immediately. How am I gonna put this? It dives under the water, so I'm gonna roll a swim check for it.
Oh, damn. I guess we can't go full murder hobo then.
Full murder hobo?
That's still a thing.
Yeah.
What is that?
Plus,
You just kill anything in sight.
it is underneath the surface of the water. Is what? What did I say? How deep did I say it was? 10 foot.
I think he said 10 foot, yeah.
Unless you're at the edge with like a ranged weapon,
Yeah.
I don't think you can actually reach this.
Okay.
So it dives under the water.
Well, that's fun.
Combat's still going though.
Yeah.
That's a Naga.
So if I was to say move here, I would still be able to get him here?
You would be able to
Do I
get him
need-
if he's.
Right
you would
here?
need to be right here or right here.
Okay.
Do you have 30 foot, or do you have 20 foot?
He has 30.
He has 30.
Yeah.
Is he
Yeah.
wearing lighter armor?
Actually, wait, do you have 30? I shouldn't be putting my input.
I was
He
light
has-
when we started.
Wait,
And
GM,
as a
Give me
what?
shit.
dragoon,
What? Wait, no. Back to GM. What?
as a dragoon, he actually does get armor training. He can move full speed in.
Oh, okay.
Medium
He
armor?
moved full speed.
If his encumbrance goes to meme, however, it does drop to 20.
He has light load, so
Then he's fine. He has full.
he's fine.
30 foot
All right, you're
movement.
fine then. You're fine then, bud. You have full 30. You have full 30, so hold on. If you move right here, you'll be fine. You move here or here, you'll be able to reach him.
Wait,
Okay, yeah, because I still have... 1 second, give me a second. Okay. Yeah, because I still had... What the heck? There we go. Because I still had space in my Heaver's handy sack. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm readying my weapon as I move here.
All right.
And then
You
I'm going to
can-
go... And I'm going to go ahead and attack him.
All right. Roll to hit,
Oh.
and it has to be its AC. Give me a moment.
No crit this time, buddy.
I know! I'm
Hold
sad.
on. Before you say anything, that matches its AC.
Ooh, nice.
However, it's not dead. It
So
is
it's still
holding
got-
on with the last breath of its life.
Literally,
Okay.
last breath. So I just stabbed it in the water.
Well, no. It's lit. Yeah. Well, I guess that's the wrong technicality. It's holding its breath, but you stabbed it pretty hard. It's bleeding.
Now I feel bad.
I don't. This bastard's a friend of the guy who tongued me.
Tongued me. That's a
All right,
term.
Ari.
Okay. If I should move, that counts as an action, correct?
Yeah, that's
As a
count
move
as a
action.
move action.
Move
Mhm.
action. So can I draw my bow?
Your bow and arrows are already drawn from last time, I imagine.
Right,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, you
So-
can.
And
Hold on. You can. All right.
so wait, so I've actually.
You can roll. You move 15.
You can move 20, I thought.
I'm 20.
She
Yeah.
moved 20.
She can
Yeah,
move
20.
20.
Okay, so that's
So
fine.
you can move here,
Yeah, I was
here,
gonna move right there.
right there, where you're
This
at.
is where yeah,
That's
where I was-
15. All right right there.
That's 20.
All right,
But-
I
so
Can
draw my
she-
longbow and I go for the kill.
Can she
Oh.
hit it?
I don't think she can because the water's gonna weigh it down way too much.
I have
Yeah.
110 feet that my longbow can go to. my
you see
range.
where the blood is pulling up from. You have a rough idea of where you can hit it.
Right.
This raises a question that I need to ask Backseat GM. Because technically Katsunaga is technically in.
Where was that?
Oh, you okay?
Accidentally- Yeah, sorry, I dropped for a
Oh.
second. Don't know why.
Oh, okay. If Katsunaga is technically in melee with it, does the -4 penalty apply now?
Oh.
Because she doesn't have that feat. And you know which one I'm talking about.
Don't accidentally shoot me.
I don't wanna.
Hold on.
She would
Yeah.
have to deal with the -4 penalty because she doesn't have precise shots.
All right, roll the attack normally.
I'm gonna
Okay.
get
If you wanna
freaking
take
shot
that
by
shot.
my own
Where-
team
where-
member.
Where do
Roll
I
the
go
sh-
for that?
roll the bow, the composite longbow.
Okay.
That's probably
yeah,
the most bad.
that's another miss. Let me.
Gee, I suck
'Cause
at this
even-
though. Why do I
You
even?
know,
have
here's the
this, though?
thing. But here's the thing. It wouldn't have hit the AC normally. So even with that -4 penalty, so it doesn't hit
Yeah.
your teammate.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad I don't
So-
get hit.
So, but here I'm going to say this right now. Cat, the arrow thunks into the water right next to you.
I'll
It was a
remember
close.
this.
It was close. It was a very close one.
I think to myself, that bunny's ears are mine.
Ooh.
Oh, sexy
Ooh.
talk. I love it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
Alright.
was saying that to myself. I wasn't saying that out loud.
Well,
He's thanking it. All right.
Alright. I will.
Now.
So on my turn, I'm just gonna use my power staff.
why didn't you do that first?
Oh god.
I think it's dead jump.
yeah.
All right. So you point your power staff, and a bolt of lightning shoots out. It electrifies that area of water where the blood was pulling at.
I don't
you
want
see
to
it.
ask.
You see a bit of a charred remains of the body come up from the
First it's
surface.
split in
I
half,
don't.
now
I
it's
don't want to
charred.
ask, but I'm not in the water, am I?
No.
No.
Oh, good.
won't count
oh,
it.
good. Good.
Oh jeez.
Hold
Just
on.
both killing blows are
One moment.
crits.
That's awesome, though.
I felt like this was deserved.
Yay.
Yes.
All right. So that one's dead.
Is there any
Oh,
remains
crispy.
left that we could get out of it, like any skin on
It's
it, considering
it's
it's
a little
charred?
more.
Crispy.
Could we eat it?
There's parts of it that are a little bit charred, but there are still usable parts out of it.
Oh,
I assume you
Okay.
pulled it on the shore.
Yeah, do you want me
I'm
to
gonna
do another?
Strength check, please.
I'm gonna put
Strength check.
guidance on you
No,
again.
you don't need swim. It's near enough.
Oh, use that
Um,
guidance.
Use
Plus
the
one.
guidance. Plus
Get that
one.
+1.
It,
Yeah.
it'll be
well,
enough. But you like barely drag it on the shore this time.
Okay.
You either were feeling tired or
No, the lightning.
No, I got
lightning was
yeah,
just too
the-
close for comfort, along with the arrow. I'm a little worried that my own
You
team
were
is trying to
thinking
kill
that
me
the
now.
Lightning would be a little bit more frightening.
hold on. I'm hitting the
Thunderbolt
X.
and lightning, very, very frightening.
indeed. All right, so roll survival if you want to cut it up. Ooh. At first it looked like you thought that the skin was charred. You get enough of 2 hides out of this.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
So remember how much it weighed earlier? Add 2
Yeah.
more to those.
Yeah, I am.
That specific
It's
one. Okay.
5 pounds for the hide, so it's 10 pounds.
10 pounds of hide.
Go for the poison sack again.
No, so I have 15 pounds of hide on me because I got 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have
All right,
6.
I'll go for the poison sacks. Watch, I'll fail on it.
No, don't say that.
It's not enough. As soon as like you cut into that area, it like you accidentally slice into the poison sack and it starts spilling out onto the ground.
Are the eyes okay?
One isn't.
One eye is not okay. It was
Right, 'cause
severely damaged.
All right, let me
Yeah.
The
try.
other one, however, is still intact.
Not
Ooh.
anymore.
Wow, you
What
just
about the
love
tongue?
Slicing those eyes.
Yeah.
Now, I'll say that's enough. You just don't have the like
It's
the,
not a
the
perfect
stalk
eye.
behind the it's not perfect. You don't have like the stalk behind the eye that attaches it to the head.
I'll toss it over to the bunny because she was talking about it last time.
Mm.
As is.
He tosses it over. He tosses an eye over to you.
Thank you.
So I'll cut for the tongue.
All right.
How much does
Good
it
enough.
weigh?
It weighs, I want to say, about a pound, maybe 2. All
There's
right,
a big
and you
toad.
cut the tongue.
Yep.
You cut the tongue.
Is it only half
Can
a
Um,
meat be
you got it.
survived out of this? Because I have the ability to purify meat or food.
Technically you could.
Well, first let's worry about the tongue. How much did I get of the tongue?
The tongue is intact this time.
Okay. I'll hand that over to Mel.
All right,
All right.
I'll hold on to
So
that.
I go and say, anyone want frog legs? Jokingly.
I can go for
I say in
some
a French accent.
Oui, oui.
All right.
Mhm. You go to- you carve off the legs. It's not the most graceful carving, but hey, it's serviceable. You managed to cut the legs off from the body.
Okay.
Cool. Is there anything
right.
left of the frog? Oh, the teeth.
Mostly
The
the
teeth.
main body part, or yeah, there's teeth. 2 fangs.
Oh, that's a good one.
You can take both of the like teeth if you want.
Okay. Yep, I am.
He's making
Alright.
a necklace.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, make a gigantone necklace.
is the heart worth anything?
Is
Ooh, I
the
would've-
heart?
The heart of the frog.
Mm, I'd say maybe. You don't know.
All right. Okay, I'll go for it. I
Nope.
butcher the crap out of that thing.
Oh wow.
When you get to it, like it's been singed by the lightning.
Perfect.
No, I can only
It's
imagine you
pre-cooked.
covered in frog blood, just trying to carve this stuff together.
No,
I'd say
he's
take a
covered in
dip to clean
toxin, but
yourself, but-
he's probably covered in frog toxin. His clothes are anyway,
Mm.
Would
because their
Would he be
skin
a
does
bit-
permeate this.
would he be taking damage from that then?
Because he's wearing gloves, and I imagine they're kind of the water resistant kind of gloves. He wouldn't,
Alright.
unless he says otherwise.
Nope, I wash up. We're done.
Like if you're wearing leather gloves, it's fine.
No, I'm not.
You're not.
Sweet. Alrighty.
Weight on the legs.
Weight on the legs.
Oh,
I'd say
shit.
it's a ration's worth.
A rash.
Yeah.
Pound.
I'll
How do
weight
you-
on the tongue as well. Is that just a pound as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Sweet as. Well, now what?
Alrighty, so I'm going to say that's probably it for tonight.
Yeah.
If you guys want
And-
to continue on with this more, you will have the opportunity to keep going
Okay.
next session if you want to,
Yeah.
or if you want to head back to town. You make the call.
Okay.
Yeah, right. We'll figure
Alright,
that out
so-
then.
Before we close out, does Kasanagi need any healing?
I took no damage.
He didn't take no damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I
just
think
needs a
you're the only
bath.
one who took
You're the only one who
damage
has
this whole
damage
time,
from your
and that's
fall on
from
the ladder.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't know
just
that.
needs a
You
bath.
don't know that. You do. Oh, you guys don't know that.
No, we
I
don't
do.
know that, but
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that's it then.
Yeah.
So,
Sweet as.
all right. So that was tonight's session, and thank you for everyone that has been watching, and thank you for my players for having a very interesting session. All right. So as I always end every session, I typically go through a bit of questions for each of my players. All right. So, Ari, since you are new, I will let the others go first, and then you can have your thoughts at the end.
Sure.
This gives very. All right. So, every time I ask my players, what did you like about the session? What did I do good? And what do you feel like you need to improve on? So I'll start with the list after Ari. So Mel.
Well, the one thing that when you said that you're doing the roles publicly, like, I understand to get like a bit of trust, but I mean, if that's what you want to do, because I usually prefer just doing it.
I do them publicly whenever it's when I want to do it out in the open. Whenever it's a secretive role, I have a D20 in front of me, and I'm keeping things secret. Because when I asked Ari to roll something, when I asked her to roll a perception after the first one, that's because one of the frogs rolled really low on its stealth check. So as a result, I decided it croaked, so she heard it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just wasn't
When I-
sure, but yeah.
When I roll
as
publicly,
long as-
that means it didn't have the jump on you,
Yeah.
or combat's already started, so I'm rolling these publicly so that you can see what the rolls were.
Cool beans.
If it's something that's made in private, I make it in private. As in, I roll an actual D20 in front of me and decide.
Yeah, I hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should be audible.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
as long as that's the case, like as long as we get some surprises here and there, yeah, I'm happy. All good.
Yep. All right. Is that the only concern you have, or
Yeah, I think so.
anything you liked or about the session or particularly enjoyed?
I like killing them toads. Probably since I'm usually more combat heavy sometimes, I maybe like have the toads both come out next time, but I don't know. All up to the other players and the DM in the way. That's just my personal sort of thing.
Well, first and foremost, this is an optional side quest, as you already know.
Yeah.
And to me, it wouldn't be right if like they jumped out.
Yeah, all right.
It wouldn't make sense from a natural standpoint for them. The first one that attacked because it was attacking because it thought it had prey and was hungry.
yeah, that thing was sure
Yeah.
wrong.
And then the last one went underwater because as soon as it was getting really injured, it was
tried to run
flee.
away. Yeah, all right. Well, if that's the case, then yeah, I'm all good then.
All right. So next is Eolus. Your thoughts on the session? What did you like, and how do you feel I can do better, or what do you think I could improve on?
Probably just to anticipate that we might try to slaughter and piece out everything. So
All right,
maybe
so
just have
expect
weights
a
ready.
level of like Terraria / Minecraft kind of looting from things,
And
or
just have weights ready.
the better, more apt way of putting it is like Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
You're just gonna carve things up when you get the chance.
Assume
All right.
that we will. Not necessarily that we will.
Yeah, because all of that was improvised, and if it doesn't make any sense, that's why I just came up with it with the first thoughts up in my head. If I
No,
have
I
to,
know,
I'll
now
fix
you
it on the
know.
next session.
Other
Is
than that, everything was good.
anything you particularly like this session?
The killing.
All right, all right, Katsunaga.
So I'll start off with the positive. I liked it. It had some combat in it. It would have been cool to get like maybe a second frog, like one of the frogs called for help type of deal. But I understand. Ease it in to begin with, and then come at us later on when we're all here that we could possibly handle it. Um, the thing I didn't like was that you came after me first.
You were the closest target,
No, I
and you were
understand.
literally staring right at it. So
No,
You were also the strongest target.
honestly, I actually had a lot
as
of
we
fun on
learned,
this
you were
one.
also you were the strongest target. 48 damage. Holy shit, man! And that's without power attack, if memory serves.
Yes, that was just a normal attack. My power attack is
All right.
still available. But no, I liked
So
it. It was good. I liked the little bit of combat. The combat was pretty smooth that we're all learning it. So I mean, it didn't seem like we
and
were here
yes,
waiting
if
forever.
anyone in chat is still around, bear with me. I'm still learning how it meshes with how Final Fantasy D20 meshes with Pathfinder, and I'm still learning stuff with Pathfinder. You can play a game as much as you want, and you'll still learn new stuff.
I could honestly say I'm really looking forward to it because just this little bit, when we get all of us in there, even with our thief, oh man, this is gonna be really fun.
right. All right,
Just have to
so
watch
that
your
leaves
back.
one more person. Ari, since
Wow.
you're the
Newcomer.
this is your first session, and since you couldn't make it last week.
Mm.
All right, so what did you like about the session,
Mhm.
and how do you think I could improve, or what do you
Okay.
think I could have done better?
I think it was amazing. I could visualize everything that was going on, what transpired, which direction everything was going at. I love the map. It does give me a much more depth in what I'm looking at. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
mentally and visually. And the only con that I would probably say, it's nothing against you, is primarily me trying to figure out, what critical hits are, what main is, what spells are,
Mm-hmm.
and this
That's
sheer fact.
fine, and
Yeah,
the character sheet is pretty new, and there are still some kind of things that have to be worked out with them.
yeah,
There
but
are a
that's
few
not
problems
anything
with it,
to do with you. It's just for me that.
but and for you that's not as experienced with like tabletop and role play, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
But overall, I think I had a pretty good experience. I got to know who my players are, who my opponents are, and I actually didn't mind the fact that it was one enemy at a time, especially when, I'm barely coming into this trying to figure out how everything works. So I
All
actually
right,
enjoyed that.
so this is kind of the GM lifts the screen or lifts the shield moment. The reason that they attacked you one at a time is because they're animals. They don't do that pack tactics. Frogs are
Right,
not like
right, which I
pack creatures.
I
If it
totally
was
love
like a
that.
pack of if it was like a
Wolves.
pack of wolves or something,
Yeah.
I would be doing that.
Yeah, that's why I like that mechanic. I like the fact that this is an animal. It doesn't normally have other packs. It's not like it's calling for anyone, and it only attacks either if it's hungry or it's been provoked. So I personally like that.
And if it's been wounded, it flees
Right.
Yep.
or attempts to flee.
Yeah, in
Yeah, that didn't
hindsight,
work very well for it.
in hindsight, that was as good
No,
choice
I don't think it
possible.
was expecting a a bolt of lightning to strike the water.
I wasn't expecting a bolt of lightning to come out of left field.
And
All
the other
right,
one wasn't
so
expected to be weighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Split in
Or
half.
split in two.
I just have another question. How are we doing experience with this? Because we are missing a player.
we're not doing traditional XP to level.
So it's just,
Basically, I'm going to tell you when you level.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
This is to keep it in track and stuff like that, so that way I will tell you when you level as the story progresses, and I'm doing this
Cool.
with a story-minded progression rather than a you get X amount of XP, therefore this is how much you have left till next level. It's one less
Cool.
thing to worry about.
Otherwise, we'll
tracking
be
on
out
your
here
character
killing a
sheet.
billion frogs.
You'd be finding
So I
the
guess we
nearest
can't meta
peninsula
hobo.
tower, and yeah, you cannot meta hobo. And here's the
I'm
thing.
gonna meta hobo.
Here's the thing, though. If you try to like make the argument of grinding out on frogs, it's gonna take you forever.
No, I know. I'm
Yeah.
Now,
Um,
South Park
who got the
reference.
frog legs? I know this is off topic.
I just left them on the ground.
there was 4, so each of you can have 1.
I don't want them.
It would
I
when
don't
you
want 'em.
cook if you don't want
I'll
them.
take 2.
I'll
take 2. All right, so each will count as a ration,
But you have to
Rations are your
purify
food.
it.
but you need to
sure.
purify it of poison.
Of course, I have that ability to do it.
I will
legs.
say this. I will say this: if you do keep them and bring them back, they are a delicacy. There's probably money in
Woohoo!
them.
I'm going to be rich.
All right, let's find some French people, guys.
Remember, Qs are a part of this continent.
Let's
Oh,
feed.
that's right. That's right. They
Let-
love frogs.
Let's feed them to the frogman at the airship.
Oh, that's awful.
That is awful.
Well, I
It's like when
mean,
Porky
since
Pig
we're all,
ate some.
since the game is since the game's over, isn't it like feeding a Tauren from World of Warcraft steak? Since